It is time for the Icon Sport Southeast 365 show. Y'all, we are getting ready to ride. Hope you're getting ready to ride with us. We are getting ready to ride. It is that time of the day for the baddest show. Don't make me ride. Make me ride the Sandland, Gulf Shores, Spanish 14 or Greenville, you all of the populace. Don't make me ride the Foley, Daphne, Feminine, and more. Don't make me ride the Mobile. Don't make me ride the Fellow. Y'all, it's time for the bad show. Let everybody know. You better get ready to ride. Y'all, it is Slow It Down Sunday. Code Ford, are you here with me? It is Slow It Down Sunday here on the show. Tell you. Code Ford, where you at, man?
Oh man, I'm right here.
Hey man, we got to do
I've been
Slow It
waiting for this
Down
all day.
Sunday logo.
I got so bored with the NFL. I'll go back and watch it on NFL matchup or something, man. Cut ups. I took a little nap.
Tell you, man, boy, NFL don't do nothing but put you to sleep. I can tell you
Man,
that.
as I know, we've put in so much hard work over the years, dude. I've watched them, go from running certain 40 times to being world class elite. So I mean, and they put in the work and all the other stuff they do, and they got the combine numbers too. You can go on and on and on, but just so proud of these two guys. Definitely deserving.
I'm telling you, man, we about to get one of the guys on. Who is that guy? That the guy from the
Hey,
Mail City now.
got a
Over here with
Arkansas
us
offer
tonight.
in his freshman year in February. Man, proud of you. You and JJ Bush and
Man,
Taj Hammer Overton and some other guys. Y'all can start recruiting some other guys. Y'all could all go play SEC,
man,
turn
look
that
at it.
program around. You know, a lot of
Yes,
history
sir.
Y'all,
there. They got one national title from the '60s. My mentor played there. He used to be the head coach of the University of Houston. So y'all are already tied into it.
hey, hold on, wrong clip. There you go. There he go. There go that man. There
Blake
go that
boy.
man. Oh my God. But man, we got Kobe Weaver on with us. Hold on, y'all. Let me let the clip finish out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut it short right now. Let's get
Yeah, we'll
Kobe
go back.
on real quick. Man, Kobe, what's going on with you, Kobe?
Not much. What's up?
Man, I'm telling you, man. Ooh, we got everybody, boy. We got a packed house on here.
Now
Lord,
we'll
look at
probably have
that,
that
baby.
whole Centennial going up to Sumter or
Oh,
something, man.
go ahead, Coach Ford. I'm starstruck right now. You go ahead.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying a minute ago, I mean, I know how much hard work you put into this and the grind over all these years since your middle school championship and even before that, and uh, you know, even with your basketball stuff. But just tell us a little bit about your journey since everything started. Kind of from coming to our camps and competing, going to some other camps, and then going on your visits and starting to get some offers.
Uh, well, middle school, I was really training by myself, and like my dad and my papa would help me train, and I started winning championships in middle school. Then when I got on to high school, I did pretty good my freshman year. My coaches put me out there, and then I started going to y'all camps trying to get myself out there. And then that's when some colleges contacted me, and I started going to visit.
Man, I'm telling you, Kobe, man. I've been watching you. I know I've been like a stalker. I kind of stumbled into you. when you was a seventh grader. Remember, I was
Yeah.
refereeing your game down in Mississippi, and
Hmm.
man, you took over the game, and I said, "Well, the next Manu Ginobili in basketball." But I can tell you this, boy, you have really, uh, you know, s- you know, Jeff, what can we call Kobe? A kid that's not running from adversity. He's staying going through the adversity. Right now up
Oh
in,
yeah.
in Cincinnati. Talk a little bit about
Stares
that,
it in the
kid.
face, no fear, and he overcomes it. Overcoming adversity. That's the obstacles. He doesn't shy away from competition. He's got a fire in his belly to compete, and he wants to represent. And he's clutch, man. He wants to prove that he's clutch in the clutchest moments, and basically have the ball in his hands and say, "Coach, you can call my number, and I'll do whatever the team needs me to do to get the job done."
True version of an athlete can play any position on the field. Uh, Kobe, did you know the first ever five-star athlete came from this area? I'm talking about in the whole country. That was
Nah, I ain't
B.J.
know that.
Scott. Yes, B.J. Scott at Viger was the first ever five-star athlete in the history of rankings.
Yeah,
And
and
right
he
now, man, looking
changed.
like you headed that way.
Changed the his class of 2008. It was the 2007 season, and that was Nick Saban's second year, and that's the same class with Julio Jones and Mark Ingram. And BJ Scott really was the reason that everybody decided to sign with Alabama, because he was the number one athlete in the nation, representing Viger High School. And I mean, he basically really changed the whole recruiting process for Alabama football. So you
Yes.
you and some of these other guys from our region, which is the most recruitable, region, talent wise in the world, per capita. So, I mean, y'all got a lot of pull to really change some programs, just with some guys in our state and in our region.
Yes, sir.
So take that into account. You're really doing. You're a lot more important sometimes than you think you are. But you just got to keep. You know what it is. It's the process. I know you're process oriented. So the mindset is day in and day out, one play at a time, one game at a time. We're on to the next opponent. I got my workout for today. I've got my routine, everything that I do, my schedule, and I have to worry about what's in front of me and not tomorrow or next year. And I mean, I think that's probably what's gotten you to where you are right now. Do you just have any little thing that you could tell some of these young kids that were like your age or younger that come to our camps, maybe some advice, just to kind of get to maybe where you are?
Just work every day, keep a good attitude. Don't let anybody bring you down. Like just like go to work every day, and when people talk bad about you, just keep on being you.
I got Coach Warren on here with me. Go ahead, Coach Warren. I know you got some questions.
What's going on, Kobe? How you doing tonight, man?
Good.
That's good, man. Hey, look, I know at the beginning of the year you circle a game like Vigo on your schedule, man. Having a good game like that, man. What you think that do for your recruiting process?
I think that's gonna put me out there more. Yeah, I really like I like when we play Viger. It's a good competition. I ain't want to lose to him, but this is what came down to it.
Well, I can
Man,
say,
what was going through y'all mind? Hold on, what was
go
going
ahead.
through your mind when y'all went up on Viger? What was going through your mind?
I was like, to be honest, I was thinking we had it in the bag. I was I was happy for my team because like I knew we needed it. That's what something we needed for our confidence.
Go ahead, Warren.
I'm
I
looking at
mean,
these highlights now. Let me see this. Let me see this interception right quick. Let me see this again.
oh yeah, there go the big time interception right there, man.
Man, I can say
Man.
you left it all on the field, man. If all you can do is leave it all on the field, you did that.
And then he picked it out right here on the 2-point conversion one. Came out of nowhere. Bloop.
Wow.
Came out of nowhere. Uh, man. Dad, where you at, Dad? Where the dad at?
Hey, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Wake up,
Hey,
Coach. How you
Hey,
doing,
what's
man?
going on? What's
I
going
know,
on,
I know
guys?
Jim and Warren got some questions for you.
man,
Uh,
how that make you how that make you feel, man, when your son balling like that, man, against a top tier Viking team like that, man?
Hey, I'm just proud. You know, I'm proud of him. You know, he just shows me that he's fearless and he embraces the competition. And hey, hats off to Viger. You know, they played. You know, they came out on top, played a great game.
After a game like that, man, where you took a loss to Williams, you took a loss to Viger, do you just X that out, man, and just say we got to take care of the rest of this region, man, to get in the playoffs? Is that the outlook y'all got right now?
But that's part of it. But you know, there's. I mean, we always want to come out with the win, and I was proud of the way the team fought. You know, after taking that bad loss to Williamson. We probably didn't play our best that night, and against Viger, we cleaned up some things. And, we still have some mistakes, but yeah, from here on out, our mindset is to one game at a time and take care of business week by week.
uh, I know it's one person that both of y'all probably want on the show right now, and that's your dad. Talk a little bit about your dad, Coach. I'm telling you, he marketed Kobe when he was in the fifth grade.
Yeah,
Because McIntosh, one of my partners in education,
yeah,
and every time I was seeing, he said, "Man, I got a grandboy coming. I got
yeah,
a grandboy coming."
yeah.
Talk a little bit about him.
Hey, my dad, everybody calls him Papa Duggar. Hey, he's Kobe's biggest fan. I mean, he's out there. He's been supporting him. He goes everywhere. Everywhere we go, all these camps out of state. Even your camp right there locally, and he's
Yeah.
always there. And I mean,
Tell everybody about this Kobe Weaver Training Center that y'all got up there. Y'all listen, y'all. Kobe got his own training center. Y'all,
Wow.
talk a little about the training center, y'all.
Uh, he just built a little gym to help like the community do something, keep out the streets, and to help players develop their skills.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. He told me, he said, man, I built my grandboy a gym, and he gonna use it. Talk about your little camp that you had. You had a camp, didn't you?
Yes, sir. There was a little basketball camp for kids locally and all over to come and train their basketball skills, develop their basketball skills fundamentals over the summer.
I'm gonna tell you, Warren and Jeff, man, y'all gonna be jealous because I was at the game when Kobe dunked the first time up there in Central. What went through your mind? What went through your mind after you dunked the ball up there in the game against Faith Academy?
For him,
A
finally.
lot was going through my mind. I've been wanting to dunk for a long time. Then when I finally dunked, I was just blown. Like, I was just happy.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
you got a good vert, man. I'm proud of you, man. You got some powerful legs. But I mean, man, I'm telling y'all, he don't take away. I worked Kobe out one time, man. We could have went up to 405, but we wanted to rep it. We wanted to do a failure set. Man, this dude got 30 reps with 350. I mean, and
Wow.
the guy before him got 20, but he wanted to
Wow.
outdo him, man. And he's just a competitor. And he, like I said, man, he's got a fire inside him to be the best. So he puts in
Here
the
go
work,
the
y'all.
here go the thing, y'all. And everybody always want to know what gives you an edge. Y'all, Kobe can jump out the gym literally. And Kobe kind of remind me of me back in the day. I used to touch the top of the square, Kobe. I was 6'2" and could touch the top of the square. So yo jumping ability remind me of me back in the day. And Jeff, me and Jeff talked about this earlier today. Everybody don't have that gift. Everybody don't have the gift to jump that high and all that type of stuff. Some people have to really put in work. But y'all, Kobe is a kid, y'all, that puts in the work and already got it. Warren,
Yeah, at a very young age. Yeah,
go
very
ahead, go ahead.
impressive, man.
You probably got another. question for him.
Well, you know me, man, on the defense side of the ball, I love playmakers. And you kind of, watching your film, man, you kind of remind me of Ty Goodwill to play this off right now, man. Just always round the ball, always making plays, man. Just tell me, what that come from? That come from your IQ or just your film study? What that come from, man?
No, yeah, mostly the film, knowing what my opponent's gonna do. Just my experience over the years of playing football, and my coaches helped me learn what to do in certain situations.
Man. One, I don't want you to get too far ahead now. You know you're only talking to a sophomore here now. You
I
ain't
know,
talking to
I
somebody
know.
who's about to go to Arkansas.
Hey,
You
I
talking to
know,
somebody who probably end up anywhere you want to go in the next couple of years.
man. Well, you,
God,
well, you know me when I watch them DB, man. I look for playmakers and that Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu type player, and that's a
Exactly.
special
That's
type
exactly what I
player
said.
right there, especially in high school, man. You play the position like I wanted to play the position, and I was pretty good
Yep.
myself. But you play it like I wanted to play it, man. And I admire that, man.
Appreciate that.
I wish Roger will come on, y'all. Roger got his record broken at Viper. He had 13 interceptions in one season. Ellis Langster ended up breaking it, ended up playing with the Jets and the Bills and in NFL. So, that wasn't, too bad. But Warren was the next best and picking it off, y'all, at Viger. So I'm telling you, man, for him to see that is huge.
Well,
Man,
coach,
talk about some of your team. Go ahead.
he's had a pick every game except for the Williamson game. He got 5 picks on the season right now. So
Wow,
God.
wow.
Oh my God. Well, against Vikings, he kind of made up for it. He picked off two.
yeah.
He made up for it. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: what makes that even better. He got an interception. He got two interceptions on a quarterback that rarely throws one. If it's a Tom Brady, him and Jameson, Sammy Dunn and Jameson about the only two quarterbacks that if you get a pick on them, boy, you better hold on to that game ball because you ain't
Yeah.
gonna get it. So you know, what went through your mind when you saw the quarterback rolling out on that interception?
I I would trust my teammates to play their zone. I was gonna play mine. I seen the dude coming across, and I was already thinking, oh, he finna throw it right here, and I just moved over. He threw it right there. And
Hey, I know you played a video game. That was like a user alert pick to me, man. That was like the user alert.
Yep.
What when you took the trip to Arkansas, being from Central, little Central going to big old Arkansas, how did you feel when they offered you out of all the kids in the country? You talking about Jerry Jones, you talking about FedEx, all these UPS, all these famous Arkansas alums, and they chose little Kobe Weaver from down in Centennial. What was going through your mind after that visit to Arkansas?
I was really just happy, proud of myself for all the work I put in. But I know the job not done. I still got to keep putting in work.
Talk a little about your coach. And how he's helped you. A good old Centennial guy. You talking about a coach. He was at a winning program. He said, "No, I'm gonna come back and come back home." How does that make you feel knowing that your head coach came back to Central now to make it better? Pretty much like you did when you left Lot, coming to Central now to make it better. How does that inspire you?
It makes me think he believes in us. He trusts us. He really helps all the players. And he put me out there with the coaches, got me in contact with him, and he really just a good coach for real. He knows what he's doing. He knows football.
Warren and Jeff probably remember that spring of your eighth grade year. Talk about that Wayne County spring game that year. when you had all them touchdowns in that game, and just talk a little bit about that game coming out of middle school. Still in middle school that year when when you did that. Talk a little bit about that.
Going in that game, I was a little nervous. I was thinking, like it was gonna be a real game, but at the end of the game, I was like, dang. Um,
I'm telling
Well, yeah, dang, I'm about to ball on these guys.
you.
That's all. I just need to put in a little bit more work, and I might can do this every game.
you know,
Talk about some of your teammates, man. That's balling. It's rare that a kid from Central Air gets on any media circuit. And for us to get you on here tonight is really an opportunity for you. I don't care if you read the whole roster. Talk about some of your teammates that have been putting in the work up there, that you want to get some recognition to.
my one of my middle linebackers, Timothy Rivers. I think he's like top 5 in the state for tackles. He puts in the work. I think he deserves it. And one of my other safety, CC Curvin Noah, he's undersized, but he got the heart and he got the skill for sure. And then on my offensive side, I got Key Marcus Howard. He the running back, and it's hard to take him down. Take about the whole team to take him down.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you that offensive line. Talk a little about some of them big old offensive linemen. I know you got probably one of the best offensive linemen in the state right there on your team.
Yeah, but our offensive line, they one of the best in the state for sure. We couldn't do what we could without them. They give us much time as we need. They open the gaps for us to run. They really do their thing.
What advice would you give somebody who trying to get recruited? What advice would you give them?
Just keep working. Don't get your head down. Your time gonna come.
That is. Dad, what advice would you give to parents? I'm gonna flip it over to you now. What advice would you give to parents during this process? Y'all are staying put where some of the people move around. Talk a little bit about the decision making that you have to make as a parent to know what's best for your kid.
Well, with that decision, I kind of like really left it a lot on him. 'Cause at the end of the day, he's the one putting in the work and doing things like that. And as far as the recruiting process, I mean, really, a lot of it is just going to camps. I mean, people need to come to like your camp. That was huge. And that was his first camp, and that's where he got his first exposure for going to camps and stuff, and just putting his name out and just making sure they're working hard and and just keeping up grades and things like that.
Talk about them grades, man. Everybody on the screen say, "Axel, what kind of student is he?" We already know he a good student, but we want to hear from you, Kobe. Talk about your grades, man.
No, I have try to keep all A's. I'll try the best I can to keep all A's. I got all A's right now. Yeah, I'll try to keep my head in the books.
What's that GPA from last year?
I think I had a 4.0.
Woo! Go ahead, Jeff and Warren. Swing on over to y'all.
I'm telling you, hey, just tell the kids how important it is with them grades to go along with the athletics, man. When you talk about money for college,
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
just tell the kids, man, who coming up behind you how important them grades is, man, with the athletics for that extra money when you get to college.
It's going to help for sure. Coaches don't only look at your skill; they look how smart you are. They don't want no dumb people come to their school.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach KT.
Yeah.
So I got to guess he heard us talking about him. Here he is, right here, Papa Douglas.
What's
Dang,
going
hey, come
on?
on right there, sit down.
What,
Don't be
what about it, coach? What about it, coach?
Hey,
hey,
there go the legend.
hey. Hey, it wouldn't be a Kobe Weaver if it wasn't for you. I can tell you that.
Well, he's done a lot of hard work. But, me and his dad has been on him a lot, making him do what he's supposed to do. You know, he just like other people ask me about training their kids and stuff, and I said, well, you can bring them over there if you want to, but now if they lazy, I'm letting you know right now, I'm not going to work with them. You know, if you want to come over and work, I'm willing to. I don't charge nothing. We'll do whatever, whatever I ask them to do, and if they don't want to do it, then I'll go back in the house and I'll watch a WWE or something like that. So.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I remember when you first told me about Kobe. He was probably
Uh-huh.
in the fourth or fifth grade when I was up at McIntyre. You said, "I got a grandson. You gonna be watching this
Hmm.
for a couple
That's
years."
right.
Talk about how important it is to have that hard working ethic. Just hard work ethic. Just talk about that. Somebody parent out there need to hear this.
Well, it's like I try to tell them parents, you can't do things when a coach is around. If you do, you're just gonna be mediocre. You get good when nobody's looking. So
Oh man.
it, if you wanna perform when game time comes, you got to be put in the hard work day in and day out. Like I tell them, no days off. Every day is a work day. Every day.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Go ahead, Jeff. I know you probably got some questions. Oh, Jeff Warren, one of y'all. Because I got 100 questions. I can tell you that. Uh,
What age?
Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
go
ask
ahead, go
this.
ahead.
I'll get it a little extensive question going. At what age do you think you should focus on more? Because we had some kids talking about this, sticking with some body weight stuff, and then when you need to really start getting on the grind and really getting serious with some weight training.
Hmm. I think, around maybe getting into your maybe early teenage years, start weight training and stuff. But you need to do plyometric just, whenever, 5, 6 years old, when you start walking, you need to start trying to do plyometric exercises and
Yes, sir.
trying to get self coordinated for footwork, hand speed and stuff like that.
Talk about that gym you got. What? Talk about that gym. You've been training kids up in that gym for the last I know for the
But
last 6 years that I know of. Just
what
just talk about
when
those
I was
kids.
coming up, before integration, we went to a little school called Reed's Chapel, and we didn't have no sports there. So all we had was outside basketball court. So, I took into basketball, started liking it and stuff. And I always said if I had the money, I would build me a gym. So then I started, after I left that chemical plant, I started working construction work and, saving a little money here and there. And then I found out some things I could do to get a gym started. So I was gonna just build a gym and put a top on it. Wasn't gonna be no size in it. Put lights in it and with the top. But then I went and worked another shutdown job and saved enough money to put the size and everything around it. So now the kids got a place to play day or night whenever they want to. And like I told them, you come in and play 24 hours a day. All I ask you turn the lights off when you leave. So a lot of kids take advantage of it and
Yeah.
some of them come over and most don't have much going on when football season is up, but during the summer months, we had several kids come over and do basketball training and football. Like I told them, I don't know nothing about football, but we can do footwork and a lot of other plyometric stuff.
Man,
Yeah.
another
There's no
kid
excuse
just
if
went
you don't split
down
it open.
the other day. One of your trainees, Jacoby, what's his last name?
Jacoby
Snow.
Snow, Jacoby Snow.
Yeah, man, that
Snow.
is a hard working kid. My goodness.
Yeah. And he lived next door to me, and me and him is always doing something a lot of times. Was it when it's not football season?
Well, it's changed his life, sir. I tell you that. That kid, other
Hmm.
than Kobe, I don't know anybody that works harder, honestly.
That's right. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Man, being at Central Nail, watching a program grow right before your eyes, how does that make you feel? All the years that you believed in the kids, Now you get to see that all the Centennial area up there is relevant now. To the to the entire state. Uh, how does that make you feel? Being and watched it from I know last 40, 50 years. To up until now. How does that make you feel to see the progress that's being made right there in Central?
Well, I think the main thing about Coach Rowell, he showed them boys a lot of love, and he try to give them the discipline that they need to be better each day. And with him coming from different programs and everywhere he went, he built a program that become winners and stuff. And before he came to Citronelle, they were used to winning one game, and that was beating LaFleur. Or if LaFleur beat them, they didn't beat nobody. So with him to come in and turn around the program, I had other coaches to tell him, said, in order to win be successful at Citronelle, you got to be patient for a few years. Don't look to start winning your first or second year. You got to be patient for 6, 8 years. But for him to come in and turn around the program like he did, that's saying a lot about his characters and stuff.
I'm telling you, man, what advice would you give to parents out there that's about just sticking with what you start? Because a lot of people nowadays, they don't, they're not a man of their words, or stuff like that. What advice would you give to parents just by, just staying put and sticking through the tough times?
Well, like I tell a lot of parents, you better get your kids in the books first. And then they better learn how to do the fundamentals of the game, and they better get in that weight room and get strong if they want to be on the playing field or on the basketball court when the time comes. But if you're just going to do things when the coach is around, you're just probably going to be a mediocre player. So if you want your child to be good, you better let him do things every day. If you don't do nothing but get out there and run your 4 or 5 sprints a day, do something every day. Every day, there's no off days in sports if you want to be one of the top. And that's what I try to tell Kobe. If you want to be one of the top, then you got to do what the top people do, and they work every day. They don't take no days off.
Somebody got a question for you. They said, what age did
Amen.
Kobe start going to camps? They said they got a little boy coming up, and that's gonna be a dog at quarterback. Uh, what age did Kobe start going to camp? That was his eighth
Now,
grade year or 7th grade year. He came out of camp.
I think so.
I think it's 7th grade, but
That was 7th grade because Chicken
when
was there. That's the camp Chicken
when
came to. Yeah.
when Kobe was going to Head Start, one of my cousins, she's my cousin, but I call her Aunt Debbie. She told me, she said, I know who's going to make you rich. I said, who? She said, Kobe. She said, can't nobody catch him up here in Head Start. So he's the fastest little thing I ever saw in my life. So people been getting up to him since he's 4 years old.
Well, I can tell you this: Viger couldn't catch him either on this play right here. Kobe got to run from the police speed up there.
Well, see, he,
Yeah.
he should
Yeah.
have went. He should have went to the right instead of down the middle of the field. I don't know why he went down the middle of the field. He had more room over on the right. He went. He went the way the man was, I guess, just to show him he couldn't catch him.
Yeah. I kind of was thinking that too. Yeah, that's what them 4 or 5 sprints at least a day will do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you, man. God, dog, man. A lot of people. A
Yeah.
lot of people might say, "Oh, Cincinnati win the game." Man, we're about promoting the kids. Y'all, this is a kid show over here, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. Y'all can thank Tudor Boy Sports, Stripes, and more. Our sponsors for the Player of the Week, and y'all, the rings will be here in the next couple of weeks. Some type of shipping deal pushed it back 2 weeks, so the rings should be here in the next couple of weeks. So, man, I'm telling you, I can't wait to make the trip up to Centennial and give Kobe his ring and go to some of the other schools. I got to go way to Thompson.
Oh,
Cam Pritchett, one the Oregon commit. He was on last week. So Kobe in a real good company right now.
yeah.
For as DAWG Pound Players of the Week, and then Jameson Jameson sitting in the green room right now. What advice would you give his parents?
Central quarterback.
I don't really.
Man, Jameson, man, he's a good kid, man. I don't know if it's really any advice. I think his parents are already doing the right things with him. I met him for the first time when we was out in Dallas, and man, and I can't say nothing but good things about the kid, his character, and his play on the field. Man, he's a great guy.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Y'all can come on anytime now. Mr. Weaver, now you don't have to wait on Kobe to come on. You just let me know, and I'll send you
man,
a link, and
man,
we'll
I
put
got
you
up
on
out
here.
of
Let
bed.
you
I got to
talk.
get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I know it. I got to get you off here.
I got to go make some more money when me and Kobe can travel this summer. But get back to Jacoby. When he first come over to the gym and started working with him, I got a jump rope, and I told him jump this rope. He said, I don't know how. I said, you don't know how to jump a rope? He said, no, nobody never taught me. I said, I didn't think nobody had to teach you to jump a rope. So I said, what? I showed him a little bit what to do, and he tried it messing up, I said, you're gonna jump it till you get 25 right. It may not be in the rope, but you're gonna get your 25 jump before we quit. So finally got his 25 jumps in after about an hour. And now that joke can jump rope for an hour without stopping. So so
I'm telling you.
when me and him get something going, I had a big old tractor tire. And I told him he got to flip that tire 10 times. And he went out there trying to flip it. He flipping about one every minute. I told my son, you got to do better than that. You got to get some of that stomach off of you. You got to build your core up and stuff. So anyway, started doing timing. And the last time I timed him, he flipped that big tractor tire in 49 seconds, 10 times. I said, so now you're making progress. So he's a dog too now.
I'm telling you, boy. Hey, boy. We might need to come do the camp at your gym up there.
Come on up at the time you want this soap, just turn the lights on. Go on in there and
Yeah,
do
the
a
Turn the
last
couple of
lights
dips.
off
couple.
when we leave, huh?
Yeah, turn them off
Yeah,
when you leave. Turn them on when you come. Turn them off when you leave. That's the only rule I got.
yeah, you're right. He's been proving his dogness. He's showed up and showed out definitely at the last couple of
Oh yeah.
showcases. He's been a
Mm-hmm.
leader too for those younger kids.
Yeah.
Warren, you got anything before we let Mr. Weaver go? Because you know he got to get up at 4 in the morning.
And Kobe got another teammate out there. He's a freshman, come from North Mobile, Dustin Dean. Y'all keep an eye on him.
Dustin Dean.
Dustin Dean from Mount Vernon. Man, him done
Okay.
started some stuff. Man, him and Kobe done
Okay.
started some stuff. Keep an eye on him. He's gonna be another D1. I had already told him that.
Right.
He's a hard worker.
There it is, y'all. Look, college coaches, I know y'all out here watching. Everybody on
Mhm.
here tonight. So I'm telling you, man, we appreciate y'all coming on. Kobe, you got anything before you go?
Nah. Just
Granddaddy just said y'all.
yeah.
Dad, you got anything else you want to say before you go?
Just man, I just appreciate your show and everybody that you have on the show. Just for putting his name out there. I appreciate that.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man, we can't wait. Now Kobe ain't got to work out unless he want to at the showcases. Now he a camp counselor. He
No,
done
he
made the
still
school.
got to work out. No days off.
Oh, he got to work out. Oh,
He got
okay.
to work out. Yes, sir. He got 3 more years, 2.5 years of high school left.
Well, hey, the one thing, it's gonna be in December or either at the end of November. I think it's probably gonna be the second weekend in December this year.
Mhm.
And then we're gonna do the middle school one November the 22nd. So y'all can let all the middle school kids up there know November the 22nd, we're gonna do the middle school. That's gonna be not necessarily middle school, gonna be third grade, from third grade all the way into eighth grade. So those kids get to come to that one. That's November the 22nd. We're gonna start the registration soon. So Kobe, get ready, man. You're gonna have to come teach, the younger kids and give back. Man, that's what our camp is the only camp that allows the kids to run the camp. Everybody else, wherever you go, they don't allow you to do anything. You just whatever they say. But
Well,
man,
my
I'm
gym
telling
is open anytime you want to come and have any kind of whatever clinic or whatever you want to have. Just my gym is open to you.
there it is, y'all. Hey, boy, we got somewhere for
So,
the basketball. I can tell you that.
Yes, sir. 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
hey, don't make me start coming up there training kids, man.
so
I'm
guys,
telling you, come
football
on. That's
players,
what it's up there for. I
yeah,
try to get them to come. They don't use it enough for me.
that there ain't no excuse a kid ain't got a chance to work harder.
That's right.
It,
Especially in the Macintosh area.
Yes, sir.
there it is, y'all. Y'all heard it first right here on the show. It's always first. Hey Warren, you still here? Oh, Warren fell off. But I'm telling you,
And
man,
Coach
it's
Thornton.
always a first on this show.
Hey,
Always a first on this show.
hey, Coach
Telling you,
Thornton.
man. Yeah.
Remind the parent there's no charge to come to my gym.
Man is a definite
Well,
excuse, people.
there it is
No
right there.
excuse. Come
Y'all
on
heard
up
it.
there and get
Come
better.
and work your children out for free anytime you want to.
There it is, y'all. Y'all heard it first right here on the show. And y'all, we gonna take up on that, y'all. We gonna look. I'm coming to see it soon. I'm gonna
Okay.
take some videos
All
and
right.
pictures and everything so we can get everybody up there.
That's right.
Tell you,
Come
man,
on.
we need it. We
Yep.
need it for this area, man. We
Okay.
appreciate y'all,
God
man. We
bless you,
gonna
sir.
don't get you off here so you can get up 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I'll be so excited now I can't go to sleep.
Oh, I know it, man. I know it. Yep. Like Christmas with these kids, man. I'm telling you, it's just too awesome. Yep.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, man. I appreciate y'all coming on, man. We gonna run a commercial, and y'all, we come back, man. We gonna have Jameson Roberts on the show with us, man. I'm telling you, man.
QB1
Man, we
elite. Yep.
appreciate y'all coming on.
All right. Good luck to
Oh yeah,
y'all.
Kobe.
Be
I'll
looking to
get with
see
all
you at the
y'all.
gym now.
Yes, sir.
Oh
We're
yeah,
gonna
I'm
make that
coming.
trip. I'm gonna get with you and your dad, man. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. After the season, I'll holler at y'all. See you at
Yes,
the
sir.
game. All right, man.
All right. Bye.
It is time for the baddest show in Southeast
Well, here we go, Jeff. We back. We are
Yes,
back.
sir. Yep. Great
I'm
night.
telling you, man. God, dog. Who we got on here now? Who we got on the show? Would it be that quarterback that got up there, Sherman?
That's the land. The land, like the Ohio State University. There we go.
You must be on mute.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Oh,
Okay. That was James.
Hey, J-Mo, what's going on, man?
not much, not much. How y'all doing?
Doing great.
Yeah, we got Jameson Robinson here, man. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, man, you know, I always like to kind of try to help some of these younger kids out. So I kind of had a question for you, almost like a preparation question as we look at some of these highlights from you live as we're going here. Hopefully, you can hear me on this. Let's see.
Yeah,
All right. So everybody can hear my mic? You good?
yeah.
Good.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
good.
yeah, I got
All right. So from a young age, like, all right. So, I know, coming from park ball to middle school and how competitive it is in Mobile. So, like, when I first trained you at 12, and we talked about even looking the part, the little things, having a towel for your fingers on your side, the way you tie your shoes or your cleats, having a towel you bring for training with your face, the little things of being self-prepared and looking the part as a QB1 from a young age when everybody's looking at everything you do at a camp, practice, whatever, being professional and organized. Uh, what advice would you give of making sure that you do that on a daily?
Really just having a routine. My dad, he's instilled in me from a young age. That's about the details. We're a very detail-oriented family. Um, if you miss the details, then you can miss the bigger picture. So I just try to go through steps to be prepared and best as possible.
Man, I'm gonna go back to the video. When you cut back across the field, what was going through your mind when you cut back on this player?
Really, my mom. Oh well, I have running back roots. I played running back in park ball, and I vividly remember when I was like 7, one of my coaches told me if the whole defense is falling to one side, cut back to the other side, and nobody go catch it. And I just kept on doing that. And when I seen that little crease, I seen nobody on the other side. I just put a foot in the ground and just turn on the gas.
You know, early, in the preseason, everybody was, calling themselves trying to put a lot of pressure on you. And, I just kept saying, leave him alone, he's gonna be all right, leave him alone, let him walk into it. How does that, having a coach like Coach Kelly help you as a quarterback, to never get too high, never get too low, playing that
Um,
position?
I love Coach Kelly to death. Ever since my ninth grade year, he's been building me up from the ground up, and every single day, it's always something. It's always detail. I get harped at practice every single day. Even if I can have the best practice, the best game, there's always something you can get better at, and that's what I love about him. He played quarterback at Chanel, Southern Miss, played for the Seahawks. We even go back sometimes and watch his clips to show what I should be doing. Go back and watch other great Saraland quarterback to show what I should be doing. And he always just tells me, put my head down and keep on working, and the job's never finished.
It's an asshole that you think they still players. On to the next question, Jim.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. I had me. Okay, Jameson, if you can hear me, what factors are most important to you when choosing a college program? Whether it be coaching staff, team culture, academic fit, or conference competition.
Really, the biggest thing for me is just being close to home and having a school with good academics, and also the culture of the team and the school. Those are 4 big things to me when choosing a college.
I saw you on a visit down to Tulane,
Yeah.
academic school. Great academic school down in Tulane. How did it feel being on campus and then they offer you?
I had been to Tulane like 3 times before then. I've always liked the city of New Orleans. I really didn't know Tulane was in New Orleans until my first time going there. But I love Tulane. I love the environment on game day. We always try to make it to an ESPN game. That's when the games are really packed out and you can actually see the culture of Tulane. It's in the heart of the city. It's just an amazing place to be.
Man, when you got your first college offer, what
When I got my first college offer, it was from Troy, actually. Tell y'all
um
the story. I was in baseball season at the time though, so we were in playoffs, and Coach Kelly. I was in class one day. This is back when we can have phones in school. We can't have phones no more. Yeah, but he called me up. He texted me. He was like, "Hey, so we practiced our second block for football in the spring." He called me up. He was like, "Hey, could you come down to the field real quick?" This is during spring training. He called me down. He's like, "Could you come throw in front of these Troy coaches?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was kind of hesitant because I didn't pick up a football. I'm in baseball. It's the middle of the playoffs. Well, we're about to start the playoffs. We had just got done with region play. So I came out there. I just it like it just all started coming back to me. The ball just started rolling off my fingers. I'm talking about like just launching it, and then I ended up leaving. Troy didn't offer me on the spot, but when I got back to class, he texted me. He said, "Congratulations, Troy has offered you." And yeah, he just congratulated me. So
actually they did. They probably couldn't tell you.
hmm
Hey dad, where you at, Dad? Come on
Hey, I'm here. I'm here.
Um,
What's going on, y'all?
talk about the
Hey, Coach
process.
Robert.
Everybody always say something about the process, but talk about it, man. You dealing with it on all three fronts. You got your daughter; she's one of the top players in the state. Both of your sons top players in the state.
Yep.
Talk about the
Senator
real
Tuskegee.
process a lot of people probably take for granted. It's a real process. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's a real process. To be honest, I introduced my kids to sports, and it wasn't, trying to get a scholarship or anything like that. Really, it was just trying to get them to work with a team, be focused, and like, all the stuff that team sports teach. And I thought that that could be very valuable to them, like in life. I played sports growing up, and I learned a whole bunch of stuff. My dad and my mom, they had me in sports, and I learned a lot of stuff. So that was just me and my wife's intention. Is just to kind of just teach them the values that was taught to us through through sports, and whatever what was going to take place after that, that was the icing, on the cake. But like I said, you definitely got to be process driven. You can't be goal driven. You have to be able to, wake up like every day and do what you need to do. If it's, to a training session, a weight training session, a workout session or whatnot, you just have to be able to do that and not look too far ahead and just, concentrate on, what's taking place right now. So definitely.
Training. Man, you probably done trained with some of the best trainers. What advice would you give the parents for quarterback training?
Okay.
What? Yeah.
What I like to tell parents is that you need to focus on the three C's: character, competency, and credibility. And also the four C, three or four C's are the next one will be connections. So when I look for a trainer, I look for those three to four things. And they have to have those three to four things before they can train my child. Because nowadays you're looking at, with college recruiting and the NIL and all that kind of stuff like that, you definitely got to have a trainer that knows what they're doing, and has the connections like on the outside to be able to push your child, to where they want to go. So I personally recommend not training with just one trainer. I personally recommend for like a quarterback training to at least train with two to three trainers, because each trainer is going to train certain things.
Yeah, certain aspects. Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
Um, Jeff, go ahead, Jeff. I know you got some questions.
Oh yeah. Well, this is kind of a great family friend of mine, actually, everybody personally. So, I have the utmost respect for this guy on the show right now. Let's see. What do you think the difference was starting at the age that you put your boys into football? I see that is a big difference when people talk about park ball, maybe starting at the age you started your sons at in that process.
Well, actually, we started with flag. We started with flag at Christ United. We started at flag. Actually, there was a 4-year-old flag team, and they told me if I coached, that Jameson at the time, he was 3, that he could play. So we played that whole flag season, and then when he was 4, I put him in tackle football. So, and I'll never forget the first game of tackle football. He scored 8 touchdowns because he just knew what to
Eight,
do. 8, and
eight
I still
touchdowns.
8 touchdowns.
He said he was a running back. I can see why he got that cut back in him. God. Oh my God.
Mhm.
Some people, quarterback is like the mayor of the city. Of the football team. If you want to call it. Uh, how do you keep your son away from all the distractions that come with being the quarterback of a program like Sarah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he still have to do chores here in the house. Still have to
Exactly.
take out the trash and clean the kitchen and mow the lawn and all that kind of stuff too. And also, he goes to church. We go to church a lot. He goes to church on Wednesdays and Sundays, so he's involved in youth group and whatnot. And I think that kind of keeps him to where he has like a level head. He don't get too high or too low. I just kind of say just focus on the process and what you want, and just kind of just not get into a lot of the other things that the other guys are getting into. And to be honest with you, between schoolwork and church and home and football, he don't have time for much else, to be honest with you.
I heard it from a birdie on the wall. They said, you still take the phones up.
I don't, but I do shut off the internet at a certain time. I do.
Okay. Okay. So that stopped,
I,
but
and I
okay.
used to take the phones
Right.
up. I used to, but now I just shut down the internet at a certain time.
Yeah.
Oh
And
man.
one
Go
thing
ahead, Jeff.
the like the schedule, the routine he's been on for since a young age. All your kids, Jackson, your daughter, uh, the training sessions you've put them through with multiple trainers. I remember when I was running a gym with some people and baseball guys. You had them in there around you while you were training. I
Mhm.
mean, so they could see dad working. And whatnot, and getting around different coaches, at a young age, baseball and football and just cross training type of off season type of stuff. So, you know, uh, just going into the film study of how much you have to do that, during the week, with your schoolwork schedule. That's what I was going to get to. On your
Okay.
own time, on your own time.
Well, I mean, now I'm at a point to where I don't do a lot of film study with them. They do, Jameson in particular does a lot of film study with Coach Kelly, and I don't do a lot of film study with them now. But when they were younger, we did a lot of film study, and since I kind of played ball, I was able to help them and whatnot. Like I said, I didn't know everything, but I knew some things. And when they were not aware they would do it there with their coach, like in high school, I used to actually do it with them, and whatnot. But my philosophy now is I kind of, during the season, I turn them over to the coach, and I don't even coach them that much. To be honest with you, I might say a few things, but I'm dad now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan. I'm dad. I'm their rock. I'm their foundation. Whenever they might get frustrated or whatnot. So I leave it to the coaches. I believe in training your kids or letting them be trained, and then turning them over to whoever the coach is of whatever they're playing, and let that be. So I believe in that wholeheartedly.
Jameson, I know you done probably yawned about 10 times. We're gonna get you back on now. Uh how does it feel having great teammates? On this show, we always talking about Suryland being a team full of great players. How does that help you as a quarterback when you know you don't have to just throw the ball to one person? Talk a little about that.
Oh, it helps a lot having playmakers around me. Really having playmakers all around our team on the defensive side, the D line, linebackers, safeties, corners, everybody, offensive line, running backs, wide receivers, fullbacks, like special teams. Our special teams is a big part of why we're at where we're at right now. But biggest thing I'll say is um, having
Great
great
teammates
teammates
around
around
you
you raises the
raises the standard
standard
of
of
what
what
you
you
have
have
to
to
do
do
every
every
single
single
day.
day.
So
So
we
we
go
go
into
into
practice,
practice,
we
we
go
go
into
into live, we
we
go
go
into
to film.
film. Everything in life is a competition. So we're trying to be better than the guy beside us, and they're trying to be better than us. So if we keep on competing, we're gonna iron sharpens iron. So we're just gonna keep on getting better.
Oh
Amen.
man. Man, you got a Dukes commit on your team. Uh Shun, the Sean Spencer. Talk about some advice he probably gave you going into the season and during the season.
Yeah, Sean, he's a dog. He's a playmaker. He's electric with the ball in his hands. The biggest advice he's probably given me is just not get too high or get too low. And that we have a whole season ahead of us, and that one big game or one bad game is not going to define you as a football player. Know your
Say that ending part. Know your role. That what it
no,
said.
you gotta yeah, know your worth and know who you are.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. Hey, Jameson, you took some big hits in that Jackson game. What advice do you have for young quarterbacks keeping your poise after you might have took some big shots in a game?
The biggest hits are the ones that don't hurt the most. It's really the fundamental ones that hurt. But what I have to say is just always keep getting back up. You know, in life you're gonna get knocked down multiple times, whether that's a life struggle or something. Just keep getting back up. And that's another principle football can you can take from football is when you get hit, just get back up and just have a next play mentality. Like something bad may happen or something might not go your way. You might throw a pick, you might fumble or something, just go to the next play, and with that mindset, you should be straight.
Yeah, that's definitely living in the now moment for any athlete. And then, what you're explaining is you have pocket courage no matter what, and you get back up and have it continually throughout a game as a quarterback. And that's what you have to have as a quarterback.
Hmm.
One night on the show, we played your video, and one of the college recruiters, uh, I guess he couldn't help but said he compared you to Vince Young. Who do you model your game around, or who would you say that you kind of imitate a little bit on the NFL level?
On the NFL level, who I try to imitate, with my running ability, I just try to imitate Lamar. You know, he's the best rushing quarterback in the league. Everybody knows that. A good quarterback I try to imitate is Jordan Love from the Packers. He's another reason why we're number 10. He's my favorite quarterback in the NFL. He's just he learned from Aaron Rodgers. He sat behind a legend. I sat behind a great quarterback, so I think we have a lot in common. And he's just so smooth with how he throws the ball. He's having a great year right now. And yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
week one of the
Go ahead,
NFL
Jeff.
first game, Jordan Love went off. I was like, Jameson's mechanics look a lot Jordan Love right now. So that's funny you say that, man. That's
Hmm.
awesome.
Oh, lately you've been going to quarterback country. Talk a little bit about David Morris and the little edge that he gives you
Coach
playing
Debo, David
quarterback.
Morris, he really helps all of us a lot. One thing, well, two things I'll say he's helped me a lot with is having like a quarterback family, if you would say. There's a lot of kids from in the Southeast area that goes to him. Kids from Mississippi, Florida, Upper Alabama, basically everywhere that we end up training with on Saturdays. And I feel like it's a big quarterback family. You can always have somebody to talk to and relate to, because not everybody can relate to the quarterback position. Like a D lineman can't relate to what a quarterback's going through, if that makes sense. So like just having
Oh
guys to
yeah.
just talk to after a bad game and stuff like that. And another thing he helps you with is connections. We went. It was one time over the summer we went on a quarterback retreat with Philip Rivers. We went to his house and we had
Oh
like a little
yeah, I
quarterback
remember that.
retreat
Yeah.
in Fairhope. And he was
Yeah.
like, your work ethic is so good, and like I see how hard you're working. I just want to invite you on this quarterback retreat. And that like really made my whole summer. I met so many new friends. I met the number one quarterback in 27. I met Travis Burgess from Grayson. Like I met a whole bunch of top recruits. And just to be around them and see how they operate, how they think and stuff, like it really helped me as a quarterback.
Yeah, not only Coach Morris Jameson, but I'm sure you've gotten a lot of great gems and some notes for some great college quarterbacks that have come through there that you've met or some pro guys.
Yes, for sure. I have.
Oh yeah. I'm sitting there just thinking about the future of the quarterback position. I'm talking about man, we probably can start at the fourth grade all the way up. It's a great quarterback somewhere down in this Mobile area. How big is that, knowing that you part of a fraternity, so to speak, of the up and coming quarterback? KJ just graduated, you know, and then we got Landon Duckworth. Then we got you and Gunnar Rivers. Oh, yeah, I'm talking about every year it's going. And then you got Davis Barnett behind y'all, man. I'm talking about, man, the list just goes on and on. How does that feel? Being in that position to be part of something new. You know how some people say, "Oh man, we've been doing this a long time." No, we haven't. This is some, that has grown over the last couple of years. How does it feel to be part of that whole unit, fraternity of great quarterbacks that's starting to come through this area?
It feels good just being a part of that. I talk to all of them probably like once a month. And it's funny you say all those names because all those guys train with Coach David Morris at QB Country. Like, when I tell you, like he like really be helping us a lot and help us get our name out there, help us develop. Like he really does a good job over there at QB Country.
Well, here at Icon Sports Southeast, with Tudor Boy Sport and uh shots and stripes and more, man. We came up with the ring that's on the screen right now that we're gonna give to the players of the week. Y'all are starting something new. We might have the best award system, arguably in the state or probably in the southeast. Your parents get t-shirts, you get a shirt, and then you get an extra shirt for somebody else that you probably would want to give one to. Your head coach gets a shirt. And we starting something new with the helmet stickers. We're gonna have helmet stickers and all that type of stuff. Uh, but that that is just what I'm telling you that you gain from being a player of the week. We waiting on the rings to come in, and we're gonna bring all of it at once. We ain't gonna ration it out as we go. But how does it feel being a player of the week? I know you got several other awards pretty much almost every week this season. How does that feel being recognized by people who spend time watching what you do? How does that feel?
It feels good. It feels good knowing that all my hard work that I put in over the summer and over these past few years, just trying to develop myself as a quarterback mentally and physically, isn't going unnoticed. But at the end of the day, you got to be where your feet are. My baseball coach, Coach Bowles, says that all the time. Be where your feet are. Um, we still have a whole season ahead of us. We're only 5 games in. We got 5 more to go, and we got the playoffs. Like we're trying to win a state championship. So like the job's not finished. We just got to keep on getting better and better every single week, and that's our goal as a team right now.
Go ahead, Jill.
There ain't much else to ask him. I know how he prepares. And, I know he's a day in and day out, process oriented guy. So I just think keep on keeping on. I know he's gonna go on his schedule, his routine for tomorrow, and just keep grinding the way he has been. And yeah, I mean, you were talking about the rings right there. And hey, everybody, he earned him another ring when he came to a showcase one time, and the only ring showcase we've ever had. So
Hmm.
he earned this one too, y'all. So we don't do this very often. So you're only
I'm
getting
telling
two
you,
players of the
it's
week.
one.
You're only getting two players of the week, y'all. So I mean, but I mean, he could win another one next week. I mean, depending on the performance he has. So and I'm sure he's
I'm
he's
telling
very
you.
competitive. So I'm sure he's going to be going for it, man.
Nah, we
Uh,
got a bye, so I'll give it a rest. But the week after
that's
that, I'm
right.
coming
That's
for him.
right. I forgot about that. Y'all got to buy, man. But I'm sure that's going to be like I'm sure y'all going to be competing one against another. Real quick, talk about some of the guys that are coming up. Maybe just you don't even have to name specifically, but just what it's like playing in a program like Saraland. It's like a Bama Ohio State type of high school competition with the guys that want to get some playing time and start, and they might be a two.
I think we have some of the best twos in the state, to be honest. Coach Kelly, he does a really good job of not trying to like just like stat pad, but he builds an actual program. When we might be beating a team, beating down on a team in the third or fourth quarter, he'll say, twos, y'all get ready. Y'all finna go in and get these RCD reps because the twos this year is going to be the ones next year. So, and he does that every single year, just trying to get everybody reps and stuff. And the twos, they have to meet a standard also. Well, everybody has to meet a standard, the Spartan standard. The teams before us have always been great. Maryland is like it has a legacy of just having a great program. So every team has to meet a certain standard, and we're not going to fall below that standard. Like that's our goal, not to fall below that standard. And you just gotta also day in day out, you just gotta earn the right to be a Spartan, earn the right to play on Friday nights. So you gotta work hard every single day and just put your head down and stuff.
I'm sitting here remembering the showcase you came to when Jamarcus Russell was there. What went through your mind? What went through your mind as a kid? This guy here was a number one draft pick at quarterback, and he's over here showing us stuff. What went through your mind at that particular showcase? Because a lot of the other quarterbacks, Gage Davis, Shamar Tootle, a couple more other quarterbacks emerged from this particular showcase. You know, what was going through your mind when you saw Jamarcus Russell over there training y'all that day?
It was a fun time. It was a fun night just being out there with kids that I've known since I was little. I do remember one drill. It was low-key kind of muddy. I think it
Yeah,
was at Skidmore Park, and we were
Yep.
doing like
yeah.
a rollout drill. And I remember Jamarcus, we was doing like pocket movement, and he rolled me out to the left, and I ended up slipping in some mud. I was low-key mad about that, but I got over it pretty fast. I just took it out on that little 7v7 game we had. But yeah, it was a fun night for sure. Just being out there.
Oh man. Uh, Jeff, you got anything else before we let Jameson go? Because we know it's 9:20. On our slow it down, y'all. We didn't change the name of the show. Jameson, you on the first ever slow it down Sunday show. We slowing everything down on the Sunday from now on. So you on the first ever slow it down Sunday show. Jeff, you got anything
Yeah,
else?
the last question I got, I know another great, not only Williamson line, but SEC quarterback. A guy when I played quarterback, he was one of my heroes. I modeled my game after. National championship winner, '98, beat Florida State. Tell us a little bit, maybe just advice or something T. Martin taught you, or kind of
Oh yeah, I
a
forgot
little
about that.
gem he left with you when you left from him, and winning that 70-yard, I heard, long ball, deep ball competition they had over there, Jameson.
T. Martin, he's definitely a Mobile gym, Mobile legend. We went to a little thing he was hosting at Williamson, just trying to get to the community and stuff. And when we got in there, first thing we did was we went over film from the Baltimore Ravens practice and how long it takes them to prepare. And the biggest thing they spend like 45 minutes to an hour just preparing for practice. And I'm thinking like, whoa,
Yeah. And I bet it meant a lot to you with how he's coached Lamar and, and everything, and just having that connection that, and that being one of your favorite quarterbacks, that had to just be
guys,
icing on the cake.
these grown men are going back to the basics, like by like getting on the line, doing footwork down the line type basics, like stuff you do when you're like 5 years old, just starting quarterback. And I was mind blown. And he was like, the biggest thing he said was, don't forget about the basics because like those mean a lot. Like your fundamentals mean a lot, especially when you get to the NFL. So yeah.
Amen. Yeah, you see how slow they slow it down when minicamp first starts and everything. And some people are like, man, these guys, it's like they don't really even go that fast. It's like, hey, man, back to the basics, back to the basics. Yep.
Oh, you talked about baseball earlier. How does baseball help you in the football arena? Because it was a dilemma at one time. We was
hmm
talking about track and then now, you the baseball guy. Tell everybody, how does baseball help you in the game of football?
Great question.
Um, Baseball was my first love, but the best thing I've gained from baseball is being like a rotational guy and using your core to do a lot of things. When you throw a baseball, you got to use your core. When you swing a bat, you got to use your core. That helps you a
Oh
lot. And if you play wide receiver, playing the outfield is probably the best thing you can do for yourself. Like just like tracking a small white ball. If you can track a small white ball and son, you can track a large football on a Friday night, like with no problem. But just being a rotational guy and playing quarterback, you have to be rotational. You can't be a linear throw. You have to be rotational, and that's the big thing I think for baseball.
And
Yeah.
then, a lot of people don't know, you gave up basketball.
Yeah.
You was pretty good, and you got a sister that's really good in basketball over there as well.
Hmm.
Talk about your sister. How does she push you to stay great? How does she push you?
I love my sister to death. She's we it's a competition in this Roberts household. We're always trying to outdo each other in grades. All right, she got me on the grades. I'm not gonna lie. She got like a 4.5 GPA. It's kind of crazy, but like she pushes me for sure in the grades. I'm not too far behind her. I got a 4.3. So we just like keep on trying to be great. And
Yep.
athletic wise, I try to push her as hard as I can. Like she see me going to all these workouts, going to all these camps. I tell her, you need to be doing the same thing. You need to be trying to be great. And she's like, we'll be joking about it, but I'm like actually dead serious. But yeah, I love my sister to death.
Go ahead, Joe.
And then you give us a little just details about your older brother, Jackson. I know you love him to death, man. Just maybe how y'all compete or just what y'all's connection is on the daily.
Did he fall off? Hold on, let me see.
I
No, he
couldn't
there.
hear him.
Can you hear
He
me,
couldn't hear
Coach?
you, Jeff.
Okay, can you hear
He
me?
couldn't hear you.
You there?
Jameson, can you hear him or can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't hear Jeff though.
Okay, he said, what's your connection to Jackson, your older brother?
Um, Jackson, he was the best role model I could ever ask for. He went off to college, and I miss him right now. But we basically like grew up together. Well, of course we grew up together. We're brothers, but we're basically like twins, to be honest. Everywhere he went, I went. I followed right after him, and I always remember myself just trying to be like Jackson, trying to be where Jackson's at. Um, yeah, I couldn't ask for a better older brother.
Yeah, I remember watching y'all play when you were little a couple of times at West Mobile, man. So I know you're your brother's biggest fan. That's cool. Me and my brother were like that too. So that's awesome.
Hmm.
Going back to the baseball question just a little bit, I always have kind of been connected to this with a baseball background. But do you also help? A lot of kids almost have to learn different arm slots and off-platform throws and learn to use their core a little bit more. Do you think your baseball background helped you? It makes it easier when you have to do that for sure.
Oh yeah, it makes it easier. I used to play infield back in the day when I played baseball. But another thing that helped me a lot is I used to train with a guy named Tor McGasker. Y'all should know him. I think y'all know him.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, I
Oh,
train with him and Daphne. Like we don't really train a lot that now, but I used to train with him like a year ago, 2 years ago, and he helped me with different arm slots. Um, just like learning how to be a more linear thrower, how to throw around people, not over them. And yeah, I still use that on Friday nights.
man. And you talk about the same guy. Boy, you and KJ got the same quarterback background almost. Man, because Torian used to work out KJ as well.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Roberts, Dr. Roberts, I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm
Dr.
still here.
Roberts, you
What's
still
up?
here? How, how does that feel? When you know that you made the right choices, with the training of your kid. A lot of people have some, different, reviews on training and all that type of stuff. So, man, just talk about, making the right decisions. I know you touched on it earlier, but your son was just talking about how Tora McGasker helped with the, pocket throws and all that, man. Just talk about making those right decisions. You know,
Well, I think that one of the biggest things is that you don't need to be a fan of your kids, so to speak. You need to be a parent, and you need to be able to have them be self-aware about what things they need to work on, what things they need to get better at. So so you can kind of push, so they can kind of push forward. Um, I think that, and then using that to talk with trainers and see what they feel like they need to work on and stuff like that really, really, helps. Um, and two, I would not say just only training, but also say nutrition as well. We, kind of we kind of meal prep over here. They do like the supplements, as well. So I think that plays a big part in it as well.
Speaking of that, going to a program like Saraland that has structure and is high on nutrition and recovery, how important is that for the well-being of your child in the longevity of their careers? A lot of parents might not
Mhm.
value that, but that's very important. Just talk a little bit about that, being in a
Yeah,
program that already has established that.
yeah, it's very important. When we were assessing schools to transfer to, we were assessing all that. We were assessing the academics. We were assessing the sports environment. We were assessing the environment for the community, the teachers, the state report card. We were actually assessing all that stuff like that. And we have like structure like in our house. So it's like, when we came to Saraland, we just kind of just merged in. I mean, it was almost a perfect merge, and they, some of the things that they do in school and the structure they have in practice and how Coach Kelly conducts the football team is some of the ways that we do here in our own house. So it was just actually a perfect fit for us.
Oh man, Jeff, what you got, Jeff? Before we let Jameson, anything else you got for Jameson? Because we're gonna keep Mr. Roberts on for a couple more minutes. Anything else you got for Jameson, Jeff? Jeff must have fell off. Let me see.
Yeah, he must have fell off.
Oh, but yeah, Jameson,
Yeah.
Jameson, man, you coming into a bye week this week. Uh, at this point of the season, did you imagine to be in this role or the team being, you know, like it is right now?
Yeah. I knew what we had in the spring, in the summer. A lot of people doubted us. We're just trying to prove everybody wrong and gain our respect. The biggest thing going into this bye week, we're just trying to fix our tiny mistakes, um, try to be self-aware, and just get better every single day. Even though it's a bye week, don't mean you can't get better. So that's what I'm trying to preach to the team this week. And yeah.
I'm glad you said preach to the team. So the quarterback is the leader. Do you talk to the entire team or you just talk to the offense?
Well, I definitely talked to the entire team. Our team's really close. Well, every team I've been on at Saraland is really close, whether that's baseball, basketball, or football. Um, I try to make it a point to talk to the guys who really don't play or who just play football for fun, because just because you're the quarterback don't mean you can just ego everybody and just walk around everybody like you're that guy. You got to be level-headed and stuff. So like around the school, I like try to walk with them to class, joking with them. I try to remember everybody's name. I got everybody named out on my team. So like just a little thing to make them know like they're what's the word? They're appreciated on our team and stuff like that.
Yeah. I can tell the difference of the team element this season. We had Cam Pritchett on here. We had, I forgot to ask Kobe, but I'm not gonna forget to ask you. What is a typical day for Jameson Roberts at Saraland?
Okay, so boom. Let me go ahead and lay it out for you. We got school start at 7:30. I'll wake up around 6. Do what I got to do in the morning, get my breakfast, get ready for school, all that. I'll leave the house around like 6:45. Go do all my classes. I got a pretty easy schedule this semester. All my hard classes next semester. Um, we start practice at 1 o'clock. If it's a Monday, we'll have like a team meeting. We always start with a walkthrough, go through practice, do that. We'll usually have a team lift. Then we'll watch film for like about an hour, 30 minutes. In between there, we'll end up leaving practice around like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'll get home, take a nap, get my after school snack and stuff, take a shower and all that, do my homework, then just relax for like about 2 hours. And then I'll go back and watch the film that me and coach watched at school, study for whatever tests I got coming up or whatever I need help on in class. And yeah, then around like usually end up going to sleep around 9:30, which is kind of early for some kids, but like we needed it, man. I'll be tired at the end of the day. Mhm.
I
Don't be
already
soft.
know, man.
Yeah.
Your dad says that you cut the grass. Are you good at cutting grass, or you just run over the grass? Which one?
No, I love cutting grass. That job be satisfying, especially the weed eating and the edging.
Oh
That's really when it
yeah,
all come
I
together.
love it. I'm telling you, man. I look. I used to pay people to cut my grass, but they couldn't cut it the way I wanted it. So now all I do is cut it, and
Yeah,
I'm
for
telling
sure.
you, they don't like it, man. Especially,
When I become
especially
a
when you're
dad,
dealing with them tough spots, and boy, you get that, you get that grass and them weeds up out of that tough spot and make it look
hmm
good. Man, I'm telling
yeah.
you,
When I
ain't
become
nothing
a
like
dad,
it.
man, I'm gonna have the best lawn in the whole neighborhood. I promise you that.
I'm telling you. Tell you, boy, you hit my block, boy, you gonna look like you had Brian Dennis Stadium when you turn
Nah, for
40.
real.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, man, it's been good
There you
having you
go.
on. Man, look, you can come on anytime you want to. Just inbox me. We'll get you on. If you want to bring some teammates on, bring them on.
Yes,
Man,
sir,
I'm
for
telling you,
sure.
man, I like what you're doing up there. And now I see why Saraland is a team right now, because of
hmm
some of the stuff that you said tonight. And that's what I've been hopping the whole year. Everybody been talking about the individual. I'm talking about don't mess that up. They got a team. Some people be trying to play one kid and no, we ain't doing that with Saraland. Saraland has a team. And now I see
Yeah.
who gets credit for it. Man, keep doing what you're doing. Jeff,
Yep.
where you at?
I'm right here, Coach. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah. Yeah. Full of selfless players. Everybody just does their job, does whatever it takes to win, and that's what you got to have. So go Spartans, man. God bless you, and it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Sir, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, Jameson. We're gonna keep your dad on for a little while. Mr. Dr. Roberts, you still here with us?
Yep, I'm still here. What's up?
Not much, man. Man, you have done a phenomenal job. Oh man, I just wanted to personally commend you for the job you've done.
Yeah.
With your
Thank you.
kids, and I had a chance to train L. You remember L used to come up to Blunt and train with
Yeah,
me,
I
so
remember
I
that.
already
Yep.
know. Boy, man, Jeff, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man. Uh, keep doing what you're doing. Uh, man, keep protecting your kids because, man, anything can happen these
Yep.
days, and you're doing a great job of that. I know that as a parent as well. Jeff, what you got?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just great man right there. I've taken a lot of advice from him over the years, and we all appreciate you that know you very well. And it was an honor and a pleasure to have you on tonight.
Oh, no problem, Jeff. Man, you know how much love I got for you, man. So it's all love, man.
Hey, Mr. Roberts, anytime, any place you want to come on.
All right.
Tell you, man, just let us know. We'll send you the link. You know how
Oh,
to get on now.
oh yeah, definitely, no doubt. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Man, we appreciate you for coming on.
All right.
All right, man. Man, we back to the show, y'all. Slow it down Sundays, y'all. That's what we call it now, y'all. It's called Slow It Down Sundays here on the show. Jeff, I'm telling you, man, what a great night tonight. Two outstanding academic
Yeah,
all
student
American type.
athletes. That's the definition of student athletes and student athlete families. Great families of the community, community people. They doing great things and going to continue to do great things, and you know, just process oriented in their day to day lives and enjoying it every day.
Well,
That's all you can do.
I'm telling you, man, it's just, man, what we do here in the community is so big. And for the kids to say that they had lifetime moments at the showcases that they can vividly remember, uh, is really a cornerstone of what we've been doing. We don't we don't take enough credit for what we've done with these showcases. But now, man, we're gonna slow it down, and we're gonna start reflecting on how to build them even better. Man, we gained two more camp counselors, but Kobe Weaver gonna be a working counselor because his granddad said so. But I'll tell you, man.
Yeah,
God,
we've tried to. There's been some other kids lately. We've tried to opt out, and they're like, "Nah, I'm here to work too." So, you know,
Devon Young, another
you're right.
kid.
He didn't have to, and he was like, "No." He's like, "I'll do some counseling." He said, "But when it's time to compete, I'm ready to go."
That's just like when Chicken came to the showcase. So Chicken said, "Hey, coach, I can take a picture." Yeah, you can take a picture. Go to
Right.
there, get you a picture. Man,
Yep.
it's the kid showcases. Y'all, rivals can't do what we do. 247 on 3. Nobody can do what we do because it's an authentic camp. Nobody's in control but us. Nobody can
Hey,
holler from the bleachers and tell people what
they're
to do.
like organic jam band, like Grateful Dead concerts. No concert's the same.
Oh,
Like so, no, you don't. The kids that almost come to every one, they're kind of like that was a little different than last time. Besides the end, so you don't know really what to expect. You just got to be ready.
I'm telling you, Jeff. Man, we're gonna take a little commercial break so we can get this out of our mind and start back on this week's games, y'all. When we come back from this commercial, hey, y'all, this is one of Jeff commercials. That's all I would say. Here we go, y'all.
Isn't it curious that the moment you begin to grow, the people around you begin to vanish? That when you were reckless, lost in the noise of indulgence, you were never alone. But now, as you strive for something more, silence, you see human beings cling to familiarity, not because it is good, not because it is right, but simply because it is known. And when you begin to change, when you step beyond the version of yourself they once knew, it unsettles them. Most friendships are not built on deep connection, but on shared habits. If you drink, they drink. If you complain, they complain. If you fear, they fear. Misery, after all, loves company. But the moment you no longer entertain the drama, the gossip, the self-destruction, the crowd thins. Not because they dislike you, but because they do not know you anymore. And truthfully, they do not wish to. So what will it be? To stay the same, surrounded but stagnant, or to walk alone for a time and discover the rare few who resonate with your highest self? Because the irony is, the loneliest path is often the only one that leads to true belonging.
There it is, Jeff. We slowing it
Amen.
down on a
Amen.
Sunday.
Hallelujah. Guys, if I could give you any advice, the best is just like KT was talking about when he would be out there, and the only person making everybody there in that neighborhood mad that he'd be out there so early and so late on that basketball court. Sometimes it's only going to be you and the good Lord out there while you're pulling sleds after practice, after the day at school, and nobody's out there but you and your thoughts, running bleachers, whatever you're doing to separate yourself to play at the next level. If that's what you want, sometimes it's a lonely path to the top, man. There ain't going to be nobody to be out there working with you. So you got to find ways to work with yourself. And there's no excuse, man. If you want to be great, There's all the time in the world. There's 24 hours a day. What are you going to do with it? Seize the day, seize the moment, seize the opportunity. That's the advice I have for every kid in the world tonight.
Tell you, man, we gonna start playing that new commercial. What Jeff sends a lot of them, y'all, and sometimes I be to miss them, and then I be forget to download them. Today,
Well,
man, I'm telling you, was a
hey, they don't
special
even
day.
know all the scheme stuff. Some stuff me and you we talk so much football. So some of these plays, preseason we were trying to give away that were the hottest plays of college football, base plays last year. I mean, all that kind of stuff. Me and KT, man, we talk a lot of football away from the show. We wish we could, almost be an all day football, show and podcast, so you guys could kind of see live what we're talking about. And it's awesome talking with another coach with a high football IQ, and going back with KT as long as we coached against each other and with each other. And football is just a brotherhood, man. It's the most awesome sport there ever will be, and I love being a part of it.
I'm gonna tell you, man, it's a journey, y'all. Man, we get on here and rant and rave sometimes. Only because, man, a lot of people don't understand how hard it was to be a coach at once upon a time. And man, we kind of feel like some of the new coaches kind of take it for granted. Uh, every week. Uh, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I am too excited about the future here at Icon Sports Southeast. Uh, and Football 365, man. That's something that we took on. It's football 365 days out of the year. And y'all, we took on that task here at Icon Sport. Nobody can duplicate it. Nobody can replicate it. All they can do is try to imitate it.
Yeah, there's
But
no days
I'm
off
telling
here. I
you, man.
promise y'all that. Right, Coach? There's no days off
Oh
for us.
man,
There's not a day goes by we're not doing something to try to help y'all
y'all.
in
Even
this
when we
region
don't come
or
on the
our
show,
state.
we're doing something. We're doing something every day. 300. Yeah, it can be on Christmas. It can be on New Year's. We're doing something with football
Hey, we've had
on
big
those
ideas
days.
for the two that was on this show tonight, and me being blessed with the opportunity to train and work with them a couple of times over the years, and just see how much these guys, the growth, I mean, and the production. This is like a premonition, you know what I mean? Like being, time slowing down. And imagine when he won the eighth grade championship, y'all, in Mobile County Public Schools, and it was the first year they put the 1 versus 2A and the 3 versus 4A. That's that same Kobe Weaver playing running back and wildcat quarterback for the middle school team and putting the team on his back. I mean, so he's been doing this, and there's been a big, great expectations, target on your back to be, the elite player that's going to, change the program, change the culture. And man, he has answered big time. They're on the map there,
And
y'all.
y'all, he's staying put. He's staying put where he is. He's valued. He has a high value right there in
Well,
Central.
I'm real proud of the way they talked about their head coach tonight. That proves that he's changing lives. I mean, you know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing, too. No, we're not always, everybody ain't going to win the blue map. So, there's kids
Yeah.
getting offers and everything from there. And he's making better men. From what I hear, good Christian men, kids' lives changed in that way. So, I mean, he's winning souls. So, I mean, he's winning the ultimate championship. So, congratulations over there. I tip my hat to you.
I'm telling you. And y'all, Kobe Weaver, first kid that team lost the game, and still he made the player of the week. I mean, was player of the week because of the player that he is. So all kids does matter over here. You don't have to win all the time for you to matter. It has nothing to do with winning and losing. Uh, so if any stigma anybody tried to plant, that ain't y'all. The kids are the only common denominator that we have with everybody. Jameson Roberts, another kid. I just told everybody just let him grow. Everybody wanted to brag, everybody wanted to do this, and y'all look what he's grown into. And man, just think about what he said he does with the other kids during the run of a day. This is what you don't get to
Well,
know
and you know, it's
about
not his
a high
fault,
school football.
right? And you know, he talks about one of his favorite players being a Jordan Love in the process. You know, he was behind Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers was behind Brett Favre. So, you know, Jameson has been you know, he was next man up behind a KJ Lacey. So, you know, he got to learn kind of like as close to the NFL, getting to, you know, even Tom Brady being behind Drew Bledsoe for a little while. So,
Yes.
you know, I mean, and the competition, I mean, just because you still have to compete because it's going to make you better. It's like, man, I got to try to compete with this guy, you know, because that's what's just expected over here. I'm not just supposed to, I got to be ready to go in at any time and produce just like him. So, you know, Saraland, man, great program, just great preparation, the structure, the schedule of their day to day, like a Thompson. I think down here is as close as you're going to get to a Thompson.
Yeah.
You know,
I can
so
call it Thompson song,
right,
you know.
yeah, Thompson
Yeah.
B, you know, Thompson South, I like that. South Thompson, yeah.
Yeah. But
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 you know,
y'all, we gonna
that's
take
about as good as it gets.
another quick commercial. Y'all, we gonna drop another one of Jeff's commercials on here real quick, y'all. We'll be right back on Slow It Down Sunday. Y'all, we slowing it down today.
And you better learn to overcome the things that don't go your way. Because a lot of times the things that don't go in your way, if you look at them as a blessing and you learn from it and you get more determined for it and more resilient, then it will be a blessing. And that will carry you a lot further in life than something that's given to you.
I'm gonna quit the rap. I'm going through financial crisis. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I feel like God put me through that. You know what I'm saying, bro? I lost everything I had, bro. I'm just loaded. Nigga, I lost it all, bro. And nigga, in about a month or two, nigga, I got it all back. I got way more than what I had. I had a lot, bro. I had, you know what I'm saying? And God kind of like, I feel like God showed me, you know what I'm saying, and put me through that to just understand, you know what I'm saying? I always stay humble, appreciative, grateful, you know what I'm saying? And like, I appreciate even God putting me through that, you know what I'm saying? Because it, like I say, it taught me so much. It taught me so much.
Even when you down, you still got to be up. You still got to be the same person you are when them losses are coming in. Don't change who you are, bro. Learn from it, but keep going. Stay confident, stay lit, stay turned. That's how you supposed to be. Yes.
And I appreciate the bad times, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, how could you cherish the good times without the bad times?
Without the bad times.
There it is, y'all.
The GOAT right there. Yeah, man, you know, I'm a big motivation guy. I still send kids that I've trained over the years, parents, you know, just even for day to day. Just, I mean, Tom Brady, Michael Jordan stuff, the guys that trained them, Kobe Bryant, just having that, you know, Mamba mentality, that TB12, you know, mentality, fearless, overcoming adversity. That's what Shelton used to preach. I mean, man, we used to have stuff like that on for the kids at chest tag, like we were Miami Hurricanes, just running out the locker room to regular practice day, you know. So, you know, it matters, y'all. Just like Coach Collier used to say, it does matter. It should matter to you.
Everything matters.
Everything matters. The little thing, you know. I hope this football stuff matters. I hope you have a passion for it. I hope you have a love for the game. Um, you know, to me, that's it. It should almost, man, if you just blow somebody up out there, you know, making just a perfect form hawk lift tackle, baptizing the guy 5 yards deep in the backfield on the back of his shoulders, you know. I mean, that should just almost make you want to come to tears out of like some fierceness of how beautiful that was to you. That's what kind of passion you got to have for your team. You know, lay it
I'm
all
gonna
on the
tell
line,
you, man.
leave
Speaking
it
of a
all out on the field.
team, I got a team I'm gonna talk about in a few seconds. The Williamson Lions. Telling you, they got some kids on this on this Dawg Pound watch list.
Hey, they hit like that, don't they, Coach?
Oh yeah. You got AJ Dinkins here, you got John Austin, and you got Todrick Withers over there, man. They off to the best start that I can remember Williamson being off to. They got Murphy this week. A lot of momentum for the Lions over there. And I know some people say, KT, boy, you always criticize. I criticize because I knew the potential. Williamson is finally turning the corner and reaching its full potential. Brand new stadium. The head coach finally gets to be a head coach. Got a solid offense coordinator, solid defense coordinator. Just great coaches. They can go down as one of the best staffs down here. One of them, total staffs. I know some other teams doing well, but I'm telling you, man, the development of their kids is finally reaching. We can start to see it. It's almost like having $1 million, but you don't see none of the money that you're spending it on. Now they can see where their money being spent over there. But man, I'm telling you, and y'all, here go another kid. Even though adversity is setting in, another watch list kid, Cameron Lang, 2026 DB over there at Blunt. He's still fighting. He had 9 tackles. I think he had a sack in that game against Gulf Shores. Yeah, they came up on the short end of the stick. But his coaches still sent them in and submitted them, y'all. Y'all, you can submit all the way up to 12 p.m. on tomorrow. Y'all, it's several more kids. Y'all, we might have $25 pound watch kids by tomorrow. I'm telling you, man, that watch list is very important to us because that's where the dog pound is coming from. That watch list, that's where the dog pound is going to come from, those kids on that watch list. The ones that didn't quite make the Super 100 for the state. Y'all, the Super 100 is for the entire state, and the dog pound is not for the entire state as well. But that's the best opportunity that some kids who working their way up to the top get to still show that they deserve it as well. But y'all, it's slow it down Sunday, y'all. I'm telling you. We got one more, Jeff. I got one more commercial we got to play. Y'all, we're going to go ahead and get this
Okay.
37-second commercial in real quick, Jeff. We'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Coach Saban used to tell us that more people die on the way down from Mount Everest than on the way up, and you can't relax. You can't relax. You have to be just as prepared, every single week. And there is no crescendo or top. I mean, look, our goals when we started the season were not to win Game 3 of the season. They weren't to win Game 4 of the season. They weren't to win Game 8 or 12. Our goals are a lot bigger than that. Our expectations internally are a lot bigger than that. As long as we keep our heads on the right place and stay focused, I think the other things will take care of themselves.
Yeah, coach. Slow it down on a Sunday, Jeff. That's what we're going to do from now on. Tell you. Gonna get the kids on Sundays, players of the week. We're gonna talk about the Thursday games, y'all. Big games coming up on Thursday this week, Jeff. It's one that's gonna raise your eyebrows. I guarantee you. They're gonna have you ready to go up Highway 43. I can promise you that. We got Brantley taking on Highland Home. That's a non-region contest. And y'all, we got Washington County taking on Leroy in Leroy. Everybody from Chatham and Leroy gonna be at the game. Big Thursday night game. Boy, they better be glad I got a volleyball game. I would have been sitting right there. Telling you, Jill. Orange Beach taking on Robertsdale. That's another game. Lauderdale County taking on Brooks. And Fayette County. Fayette County got a kid probably on the Super 100 as well. They take on Winfield, Jeff. Any comments about those games that we just talked about?
Oh man, old Winfield. You got to watch out for them sometimes, y'all. They've been a traditional kind of gap scheme type of team. I think they used to run a lot of under center wing tee. So I'm gonna watch a little film on this week and get back to you on Winfield. I've been wanting to kind of study up on them a little bit myself, Coach.
What about that Washington County Leroy game?
Um, this is gonna be the game where we're gonna finally get to see if Washington.
Did it go? Oh, it went out. Jeff, he must hit his button, y'all. He'll be right back. Yeah, we get to see how good Washington County is. Some people gonna say Leroy by a lot. I can tell you what they gonna say. Uh,
Hey,
yeah,
Coach,
Jeff.
my bad. Anyway, dropped my phone, man. It cut it off. This is going to be the game, in my opinion, that we're going to get to see if Washington County can handle the vertical passing game of Leroy. That's what I'm waiting to see. Because are you going to be able to really stop and contain that? How many times are they going to be able to, blow the top off the coverage and find that deep ball that they seem to get every game, at least once.
I can tell you this: the reason why they get the deep ball because of the running game. Leroy got a couple kids, and I'm surprised they didn't nominate some of those kids for the DAWG Pound up there in Leroy. They got several kids, and y'all, we're not nominating the kids. The coaches and the people are. Foley gonna have a kid on here that was nominated today. So Central got another kid that's gonna be on the DAWG Pound watch list that was nominated today. So y'all need to nominate your people. Because man, I'm telling you, you don't know how many times people nominated kids and they end up making it big time. Right here on this show. Tonight, y'all, we gained a basketball facility that now we can go train kids for free. All we gotta do is turn the light on and turn the light off on the way out. Right here on this show, man. That's why we slowing it down, y'all. We've been Jeff, man, we really been speeding through this stuff. These 365 days, but man, we gonna slow down on the Sunday.
Well, yeah, on Sunday we can and try to, give some kids some credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Talk about their process. A lot of them get recruited. Help these younger kids, see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you will get rewarded for hard work, and you will be acknowledged. And and this is one of the places you can first do it. Don't sleep on coming to a showcase at a young age. There's been some kids start to get noticed, and it's helped them. They've competed against some older kids. We hadn't babied them in some certain drills and competitive parts of the practice. So, so a lot of times it's run like a real football practice. So come out there and get better, man.
3rd through 8th
Learn
graders,
something.
get ready. Tomorrow, the link goes live. It will be exactly 2 months away from the showcase. The link will go live on tomorrow. Make sure that you get your kids signed up. Everybody gonna get t-shirts.
Go probably at Cottage Hill Christian.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Looking at Cottage Hill. Yeah.
Okay. Just getting prepared. So,
But
hey
man,
guys,
you know how it goes, Jeff.
you can put
Man,
the
we'll get
picture on the
down to the
screen
nitty
here in a little
gritty.
while, like you did the other
Yeah,
day. That's one of the greatest ever. You got Kendrick Abel, and then you got a guy balling, playing on TV the other day against Duke. Sean's possible future team here. I watched a little of that game the other day. Kelvon McBride in that game. So, man, that was a great showcase. And then Anthony Eager was playing this weekend. A lot of people went to the South Alabama game. Saw a lot of kids that have balled, out there. Jared Hollins plays on the team. I've got the blessing of being his 8th grade football coach, man. He's a great young man. Good Christian family. We just got great people in our region, man. Good parents that, like Kendrick's dad right there. Look at him, got him out there competing already with the same. He's right up there with a Kelvon McBride. He don't feel like, oh man, I'm gonna stand back. I'm in middle school. He's listening. He's getting some technique. He wants to learn. They're taking the
Jeff, we
coaching.
got to slow it down. People gonna have to just realize, y'all, we not speeding through on Sunday no more. We just set it off on Sunday. We ain't setting it off. We slowing it down. So
This
the
is when you
kids can
got the
get ready
lead
for
and you need to
school.
run the ball a little bit. You know what I mean? You need to just run out the
Yeah,
clock. Yeah.
yeah.
There's no reason. We're not in a
Starting the
2 minute
new
no huddle right here, but
week.
there's no reason for that, guys. We're gonna huddle. We're gonna might get under center, do some stuff.
Well, Jeff, I'm looking at another big game coming up. Geraldine taking on Boaz. Geraldine 4-0.
Hey, I'm with
Boaz
Boaz right now. You
3-1.
know how I feel about them, but Geraldine, I mean,
Yeah.
I know they've been playing good the last couple of years, but I want to stay on my Boaz kick. I'm gonna believe on those guys. I'm just gonna do like a, whether I'm Lee Corso or one of those guys on the college football show. For some reason I don't even know of, I feel it with these guys. Gut feeling Boaz.
Well, you got Mary taking on Clark County. Clark County coming off a big win. They said, "Don't count us out, KT. We just a 4-time region champ
And
over
state
there in
champ
Class
from a
3A."
couple of years ago. Yeah, 2A
Oh
state
yeah,
champ a couple of years back, a couple times. So
exactly. So they take on Mary at home in Groveville. It's gonna
man,
be a big
I
game over
wanna
there.
believe in Millery and some of the talent they've got, but the Clark County program mystique. I'm just gonna go Clark County by one. Just pick Clark County like the college football show. I'm just picking the team. I'm Clark County.
Well, I can tell you this:
Show
it's
me
gonna be a
Millery.
reunion.
Millery, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Millery.
It's gonna be a reunion over at Cottage this week. Choctaw County is coming to visit Cottage Hill. Cottage Hill off to a 4-0 start to start the season off, but this non-region game against a 3-2 Choctaw County team. And Jeff, we know quite a few kids on
Yeah.
that Choctaw County team.
Unfortunately, I think they had some seniors graduate.
They did.
So I just the way Cottage Hill's playing right now. Also with that, I'm gonna say Cottage Hill, and I'm gonna say Cottage Hill by at least 14. I'm
Oh yeah.
expecting a big night for Cottage Hill.
Southern
So
Choctaw went to McIntosh, accomplished the mission. Now this week they got to go play an old foe, Linden. Linden coming off a big win last week. Southern Choctaw at Linden on Friday night. That's gonna be big.
yeah, man. So
Tell
who's
you.
Southern Choctaw's head coach?
Oh, that's Larry Borkin,
Oh
the Hall of
man, yeah,
Fame.
they're kind of. I think Linden's just a little, just I don't know if they're like banged up or whatever, and man, Southern Choctaw's rolling. I'm gonna go with Coach Boykin by one.
Oh yeah. Oh, me too. In
Well,
that one.
Hall of Famer, he's working right now, so I'm kind of like, well.
I got a curveball game, Jeff. We about to talk about Keith High School, traditional basketball powerhouse. They taking on Southside Selma, just an athlete school. They win in all sports. Keith coming in with a 3-2 record. Uh, Playing Southside, but I think Southside is on the road right now. I got Southside by 35.
Goodness, got them by 35. I at least got them by one.
I'm
Them are
telling you,
leads over there, buddy. Woo.
telling you. You follow taking on hosting with Tomka in a non-region 6A game. That's gonna be interesting to see as well. Ooh, I got a big one, Jeff.
What we got?
Scottsboro going down to take on Central Clay County.
I
Both
just
teams 4-1.
hey, coaching matters. That's all I'm gonna say. And until that young man
Oh
graduates as their best athlete, kicking also it can come down to him kicking or him in the kicking game. So I got them by one.
yeah. Oh yeah. I got one here. Blunt going to Coosa Christian. They get to go take on Rush Folks this week. They better take plenty of pictures. That's all I can tell you. The closest they gonna get to
Will Blunt beating Rush Probst and Kusa Christian be enough to just hush up the people that want just a little bit more maybe wins out of Blunt right now? I don't know, man. I
time.
mean, should we say Blunt by one based off athletes?
Nah, I'm gonna say Kusa Christian by one.
Wow.
Shoot, Blunt got to make that long trip.
All right, until they prove me wrong, Kusa Christian by one.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a team that
I'm
can't
gonna
afford to
change it.
lose 3 games, and that's Spanish Fort right now.
Oh no.
Spanish Fort comes into the game. They taking on Daphne, 3-2. Daphne 4-1. I got Daphne, man. I just saw Daphne last week come back and beat Baker.
That Baker
We
win,
down
yeah.
by 7, end up winning by 14.
They got stronger in the fourth quarter. I'm going with Daphne at least by one.
Daphne scored 21 straight
Prove
points in
us
that game.
wrong, Spanish Fort. Prove us wrong.
Moving on down the line, what we got? Mount Brook taking on Homewood. Another non-region game. Mount Brook 3-2. And they taking on Homewood 5-0. Can Mount Brook knock off Homewood? I think they can. But are they gonna do it? I don't think they will. I got Homewood by 7 in that game.
Yeah, I think Homewood's kind of back. I got them, just winning the game by one.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We're gonna keep it moving. Going on down the list. Arrington. They 4-0. They taking on Dale County. Dale County is 3-2 this year, Jeff, to start the season off. And they hosting the high-powered attack from Arrington, averaging about 45 points a game. So I got them by Arrington by 14.
One of my best friends' last name was that, and one of my former bosses. So I'm going to go with that. Arrington.
LaFleur coming off a bye week. Jackson coming off a subpar effort against Mobile Christian last week. This is a big game for LaFleur because you get your first chance at seeing what the playoffs look like. But I can't pick against Landon Duckworth or EJ. So I'm gonna take Jackson in that one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, until they
Jackson 100%, like Roger said.
Yeah, well, Jackson 110%, yeah.
I got Pike Road taking on Opelika. Boy, boy, I tell you, Pike Road keep finding ways to win, Jeff. They 4-1 on the season. Opelika lost to Auburn to former Pike Road quarterback Casey Myers, a super 100 quarterback for Auburn.
Yeah, I'm going to be different, and since he's not there, I'm actually going to go with. I think Opelika could be back, proving their program headed toward being a program again. They're a good program.
Oh yeah.
Getting back to some
I
of those
can't go against Opelika at home. The only team that can beat Opelika at home, only 2 teams I know that can beat them consistently is Central Phoenix City and Auburn.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're gonna agree on that one.
That's a tough crowd.
We moving on down the list, y'all. Briarwood Christian taking on Leeds. Leeds coming off a loss, Jeff. Leeds got beat last week. Let me see who beat Leeds last week.
What's Briarwood's record right now, Coach?
3-2.
3-2.
Yeah, Leeds coming off that loss to Jacksonville.
Man, I
So
got a
Briarwood might be
connection with
catching them at the
Briarwood.
right time.
Oh, I've always liked Leeds, but I got a connection with Briarwood. I know the history and tradition of their program. I think they're going to find a way. Coaching matters. Not nothing against the other coaching staff. I'm just picking Briarwood. I'm gonna be a little different.
Well, look, I'm rolling with you too. Leeds got it handed to them, but they at home this week. Hopefully, Charles Barkley sent them a care package up there, so they can get over it. Oh, we got a big one here, Jeff. Go on, get your thinking cap together. Hoover travels to Parker. Hoover coming off a big win last week. I think they beat who did they beat? Prattville. They went down to Stanley Jensen and won. Parker, you might be in trouble this week. I got Hoover. Uh, I got Hoover in this one by one. Parker coming off a 43-7 loss. They tend to struggle with the big boys. I think the struggle gonna go 2 weeks. I think they're gonna have to get some itis. They're gonna have to go get them some penicillin to get back on track. I got Hoover in that one. Hoover and Parker. At Parker, I'm sorry. Hoover at Parker.
I'm gonna be a little. Hoover's gonna. I mean, Parker's gonna find a way from last week to figure some things out. I don't know if they got a big boy them or what, but they're gonna find a way.
It won't surprise me, Jim. I'm just trying to roll with Hoover because they went down to
Hey, I think
a
in this game,
historical
yeah, I think in this game it's kind of
Stanley
just a toss
Jensen
up.
award.
Yeah, I don't think you're either way. I mean, you could. I thought about going with Hoover, but I just, what if Parker bounces back? That's all
I
I'm
know they're
thinking.
gonna have a hard practice this week. I can promise you that.
Their
Boy,
coach, oh boy, I mean the mental toughness you're going to gain this week, or you're going to weed out the week, one or the other. You know what I
they're gonna
mean?
be some new starters. I guarantee you, Parker gonna have some new
Cool,
starters this week.
cool coaching going on out there this week. I promise you that. It ain't gonna
Here it
be
is,
no.
Jeff, in the next game, two of the hottest teams, two teams you don't want to play. Fairhope traveling to Theodore.
Yeah,
Whew,
don't
I
let it
got
be a trap
Theodore, man.
game.
Theodore just beat St. Paul. I gotta go with Theodore by 3.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna say Theodore. I'm just
I
picking
hope that
Theodore.
I hope that team that keep just felt like them old Nets that just be all up in your face. That what Fairhope remind me of them
Yeah,
old Nets.
don't ever sleep on them. Like Spanish Forks had trouble with them before. Like just Fairhope's one of those teams you just can never sleep on because Q even came over here and tells you. I mean, they may be the best structured offensively, definitely run coach team around here, but
Yeah.
so you just can't sleep on them. You don't want it to be a trap game.
Oh boy, we got a big game up in North Alabama coming up next. Arab 3-2 going to Madison Academy. That's gonna be an interesting contest. Madison
Yeah, I
Academy
think.
coming off a 48-14 win over rival Madison County last week.
Yeah, I
I
think they're
think
kind of
I
back.
just I just think it keeps going, Jim. I just think it keeps going.
Yeah, I think Madison Academy is kind of getting back to what they used to be. So I'm going to go roll with them this week.
Oh man, we got another North Alabama contest. We got Deschler taking on Colbert County. Deschler coming off a 48-6 win over Wilson. So I don't think they're gonna have no problem this week over Colbert County.
No,
Colbert
Dessler's
County coming off
yeah,
Colbert County coming off a 42-35 win.
hmm
Deschler by a lot, and Deschler's undefeated. Deschler's 4-0
right.
on the season. So I got
When they're
Deschler
undefeated,
on the road
that's a football town. So they went to the state championship many times, won it. Played against
many times.
UMass. They look like
So
Alabama out there. Their uniforms. So it's a cool place to watch a game.
I can tell you this: the Battle Highway 5, RC Hatch taking on Greensboro. RC Hatch is 2-2, a basketball's perennial powerhouse over there. Taking on a 1-3 Greensboro. I know some people like, why the hell you talking about this game? Because y'all, this the biggest thing going on over in that part of a region over there. Everybody gonna be at that Jack's right there in Greensboro after that game. I can promise you that.
Well, we're a
I can promise you that.
statewide show now, so we're going over all the games. So
Oh yeah. Russell County going to Valley. Russell County coming into the game 5-0. Bryson Wiggins and the crew, man. I'm telling you, the quarterback. They're coming off a 38-0 win over Park Crossing.
he's like the little Drew
Uh,
Brees or something of that region.
man. Valley coming off a win over Marbury, 34-21. So Valley gave Central Clay a tough game, but I don't think they can overcome the quarterback play
Valley has a
of
good
Bryson
team.
Wiggins.
That's a cool
Yeah,
place
man.
to watch the game too. I like that stadium.
I'm
Tough place to
telling
play.
you, they got to go to the Valley. Pinson Valley. Speaking of the Valley, they got to go to Hewitt-Trussville. Hewitt-Trussville is one of the hottest teams in Class 7A right now. They coming off a big win. Who they beat last week?
Yeah, I don't think this is the old Pinson
Hillcrest.
Valley.
They
I
beat
think
Hillcrest Tuscaloosa
right.
24-0.
That was when they really proved it. Hey, we called it. We said we were going to go with them. This was going to be an historical season. They've never won a state championship, y'all. Could this be the year?
I'm telling you, they getting the ball to their playmakers. So I'm telling you, yeah, we moving on down the line. Glencoe taking on Hopes Bluff this week. Let me pull it up. Glencoe coming off a 42-0 win over Walter Wellborn last week. Man, at home in Hopes Bluff, they lost to Anderson 24-0. Hopes Bluff licking their wound. So I'm rolling with Glencoe in this one.
Yeah, me too. I think they're kind of beat up physically from that Aniston team.
Yeah, and mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, we got a good one here, Jeff. Coming up next. Good Hope coming in with coming off a 34-6 win over Cordova, and Addison coming in 5-0. They coming off a 46-16 win over Hackleburg. Oh man, big time! Everybody, man, I'm telling you, the city gonna close down for this one. It's gonna be at Addison. So I got Addison in this one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll
take
roll with Addison.
I'm gonna
At
take the
home,
home.
yeah. I'm gonna go with the home team. Like you said, they're gonna be packed there.
Man, they're gonna go down up there.
So they're
Jack's up
gonna
there
have
gonna be
signs
playing.
saying "Going to the game," huh?
Telling you, go to the game.
That's what, bro. If you ain't got that in your town, you ain't for real. Like
I
Fairland
can
needs
tell you
one
this.
place to say "Gone to the game." You gotta have that sign, bro. You gotta have it.
I can promise you this. Everybody gonna be at the Northside Lincoln game coming up this week. Northside coming in with a 5-0 record, coming off a 49-17 win over Shelby County. Boy, that's a huge win for them. Shelby County was the 2 seed last year. And Northside said, nah, not so fast, KT. Not this year. We got our whole team back and we off to a great start as well. But they traveling into Lincoln. I think they'll be 6-0 after the game.
Yeah,
I got
I'll
Northside
roll
in
with
that
them.
one.
I gotta do a little bit more research on some of these teams, but I mean it's hard not to do. I guess.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got Headland taking on Ashford down in the Wiregrass, John Ray country. I don't know where John Ray at tonight. But Headland coming off a 35-0 win at Greenville. And Ashford coming off a 34-14 win over Pike County. So both of these teams coming off wins over two athletic teams. I think Ashford might beat them this year. Ashford, old basketball school, Headland is too. Well, Headland more baseball. So I take
I'm gonna go with give me the basketball team.
Ashford. I'm rolling with Ashford. Oh man, the battle of the hills and the Ville. Greenville going down to take Hillcrest Evergreen. in the I-65 Classic, sponsored by Conecuh Sausage. It's going to be at Hillcrest. It's going to be a capacity crowd at that game, just for pride. Just a
Hey,
pride
the first
thing.
1,000 people get a box of Christmas sausages.
I'm telling you, they get a box of Christmas sausage. I got
Very
Hillcrest
proud.
holding on to the fort by one. You need Hillcrest at home by one.
Yeah. I agree.
Jeff, in this next game, we got two of the hottest teams in the state, Laverne and Montgomery Academy. Man, Laverne put up a basketball score last week. They beat Zion
Yeah,
Chapel
give me
64 to
Laverne.
6.
Wasn't that former home of Jason Rao after Chickasaw?
Oh yeah. Hey,
I think
but
he was
hold on. Not so fast, my friend. Montgomery Catholic say, call out our name, KT. We beat Northside Methodist 62 to 6 last week. Man, it's gonna be one of the best top 10 games in the entire state. Both teams come in undefeated, high powering offenses. It's at Montgomery Academy, so I gotta give Montgomery Academy no, I'm giving Laverne the upset.
okay.
I'm giving Laverne the upset. I will. Give it to 2A Laverne over 3A Montgomery Academy. By one. I don't know. That just made me switch. Montgomery Academy by 10. It does matter. Size does matter when you
Here
come
we
to them
go.
type
We'll
teams.
see. Hey, Laverne, come on, prove me wrong.
Northridge, man. Northridge started off 3-0. They done lost the last 2 weeks. I don't know what happened up in Northridge.
I'm not picking them.
They lost to Central of Tuscaloosa, beat them 31 to 30
They must
last week.
have kids hurt and suspended. I ain't picking none of them.
Bibb County coming off a 40-0 win over Hope last week. Might be the year Bibb County and Northridge got to go down there and play them 6A versus 4A. Oh man. But the A ain't gonna matter in this. I got Bibb County.
Yeah, I'm a Bibb County fan myself. Let's go Bibb County.
James Clemens, Coach Warren Johnson. He get to come south, but he not coming this far south. He going to Spain Park to catch Brock Bradley and the crew after the nail biter. They lost to Benjamin Russell. I got Spain Park in a bounce back game by 6.
Man, you got
Spain Park over James Clemens.
I got James Clemens by 1.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna find a way to get
UMS
it.
right coming off a bye week. Y'all, they head up Highway 31 to take on head to Highway 31 to take on TR Miller, undefeated. UMS right taking on Coach Cottrell. Sam Williams versus Coach Cottrell. What you think about that one?
I thought that game happened last week, man.
Oh, remember TR Miller playing here, Chris.
Okay. Well, he's never beat Ronnie Cottrell, so I'm going to give Coach Cottrell and the crew the tip of the cap until you prove me wrong, UMS. I know you play Viger type, but TR Miller's got some boys up there pretty good too. So I got TR Miller by 1.
Oh man. Davidson coming off his big win over Alvin Bryant last week in the 2-8 Classic, sponsored by Bayou Seafood. They take on McGill too, who just been getting their butt tore up. But I got McGill bouncing back. I call it the takeover game because you remember McGill took the lip from Davidson. If it makes sense. But this year, y'all, they get to play at Davidson Stadium. McGill 1-4. God damn. Hey, boy, they've been on a real losing streak these
They're
last
getting
couple of
those
weeks.
wave basketballs out, Coach.
Well, go ahead and get to Davidson. Davidson by 3.
Yeah, who's not to say Davison's not the smarter team?
It definitely is. Tell you, Davidson, the smartest team in the. Oh, we got a big one, Jeff.
They're like, I
Hold
go to
on to
school
your
for free.
rails over
Hey,
there.
Davison said, I go to school for free, and my ACT score's way better than you.
I'm telling you. We got Moody.
Oh, here we go.
Moody coming off a
Everybody,
31-28
they love them up
win
there, buddy. They love some Moody, buddy. I mean, they're a talented
over
team, good
Helena,
coaching staff.
and they
Who
take
they?
on Auburn. Auburn coming
Mm,
off a 56 win over Jag last week.
game for Moody might be what Thompson does, with a team from Georgia or whatever. I'm gonna say Auburn until they prove me wrong.
I think this the week that Williamson moves up.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna get some first place votes.
it'd be hard. It'd be hard not to give them some after last week.
Oh yeah. Auburn. I got Auburn too. I'm going with Auburn. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I'm going with Auburn by 7. Case and Myers. What am I thinking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Case and
saying.
Myers. I can't pick this in.
I'm gonna stick with you.
Benjamin Russell taking on Charles Henderson. That's who lost last week. Charles Henderson lost to Headland, so keep losing, Charles
Well, they
Henderson.
don't have their old head coach. He's at Roberts still now, right?
Oh yeah.
So
No, he came from Lower Chapoka.
I thought he used to be at Charles Henderson.
He probably did. Benjamin Russell by a lot in this one. I got Benjamin Russell by a lot.
Okay, yeah. Oh, there ain't no doubt, man, with the way they're playing right now. Hey guys, look, we talked about this today. We had some recruits. I don't even know who's listening to the show right now. Asking what you could do, like in the DMs or whatever, watch my film. Some of y'all are gonna have to call some more turnovers. You're gonna have to stop just making tackles and force some fumbles, recover it, maybe something like that. Scoop and score. Start making some big stuff happen. It's gonna have to be some game changing stuff nowadays on the defensive side of the ball. You're gonna have to get that ball back. It's not all about just making some stops. You got to be a game changer. You got to be a clutch game changer out there. That's all I can tell you. That's what they're kind of looking for on some guys right now.
Another big Jeff, we gonna jump on that as soon as we get these games out the way.
Yeah.
We got Shelby County taking on St. Clair County. St. Clair was winning. They had been on a little winning streak. Who beat them? No, they won last week, 55
Yeah,
to.
St. Clair
I
County.
mean, St. Clair County won. They bounced back from losing 55, and then they won 47-9.
Dang, but
I got
55-0. Who beat them 55-0?
Moody
Oh well, they
and
still
Shelby
same
County coming off the
classification.
loss to Northside 49. I'll give it to St. Clair at home. St. Clair playing at home.
I reckon.
I'm telling you.
Hey, let me know when we get to the region where Hamilton is. That's where my great grandfather played on one of their first football teams before moving to Jasper.
I'll probably have to go back up. I think I passed that game. Oh,
Okay. I know we've been
yeah, I think I
mentioning
passed.
them.
But don't worry about it. I'll go back and find it.
Yeah,
It ain't
give
gonna be
us
hard
some.
to
We said
find.
we're gonna slow it down, man. You had been mentioning them, and I forgot to mention, man. I got the yearbook. My grandfather was an offensive and defensive lineman for them on one of their like 1920 something football teams.
Oh man.
Leatherheads, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they had the leather caps. I called them back in the day.
Oh, I mean
The
that school's
swimming
had
trunks.
football,
I
high
mean the
school
swimming
football that long.
caps.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you, talking about real football. Bloody Nose Central.
Oh yeah,
Pleasant Grove. Class 4A going down to take on Anniston. Anniston is undefeated. Y'all, they
Yeah.
corrected
I'm
it
not picking
on
against Coach
North Shore.
Rico Jackson and Aniston right now. I think they got some kind of eye of the tiger type of swag going on here, man. So I'm gonna stick with them.
Pleasant
Really.
Grove won last week, 43 to
Yeah,
13
I mean,
over
I
Town.
probably
But I
on
don't think it's
paper,
gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter.
yeah.
Everybody
Oh,
in Anniston gonna be at that game.
yeah, I
I
was
can
gonna
tell you
say they're
that.
playing in Anniston. Yeah.
And Saks on the road. So yeah,
Hey, I
everybody
told
gonna
you
be there.
my fourth grade teacher changed my life, man. She was from Anniston, Alabama. So there you go. She got down here to go to the University of South Alabama. There you
Oh
go.
man. Well, I got a big one, Jeff. Go ahead and get your popcorn ready. Uh, Thompson is headed to play Clay Chalkville.
Oh boy, yeah, up there, that's gonna be the game of the week.
Thompson coming off a comeback 35 to 3 win in a comeback win. And Clay Chalkville coming off a 47 to 15 win over Brandon
So are you
out of
telling
Mississippi.
me? Are you telling me that they were down 3-0
Yeah, they was down 3 now.
and then scored 35 unanswered? All right,
Yeah,
y'all. I'm going to
35.
tell you something right now. Totally impressed with Clay Chalkville's team, and that win over Brandon is awesome. But until Trent Seaborn and Cam Pritchett graduate, what they're doing right now, I ain't picking against them. So Thompson at least by one.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Clay Chalkville can say we beat them the last 2 years. Uh,
Yeah,
but it's gonna be tough.
it's
Uh,
hard to beat somebody 3 in a row.
all I can say is this: Saraland gonna move up to #1 on their bye week.
Yeah.
Thompson by 14 in that one.
I know when the
Uh,
Saraland people have time, they're going to be watching this game and studying, kind of what Thompson's doing and how to maybe attack Clay Chalkville in certain ways, and the coaching staff over there, and all what they can do to break down Clay Chalkville.
here go the thing, Jeff. Man, we got some big games behind this. Jacksonville, coming off his big win, they get to go to corner.
Yeah, I'm not picking against Jacksonville right now. I got a little
Yeah.
connection with up there at Jacksonville. I believe in that team. I'm rooting for you to go all the way to the blue map. So
Oh
just
yeah.
swing it.
Savion at when you need it. Lynette
Lynette.
4-1, coming off a 36-0 win over rival Lafayette. That was the game that was
Mm-hmm.
shortened because of the shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Hanley coming off a 42-14 win over Munford, but I just think Lynette has had more adversity, especially
Yeah.
dealing with a real life event that
Oh
happened
yeah.
over there during that
They're gonna
Lafayette
be
game.
emotionally fired up to light some folks
Exactly.
up this game. They're gonna be
And and and
blessed to
and,
play.
and,
They're
and
gonna
look,
feel blessed to be alive.
exactly. Y'all, they won't be a team they take a full game for granted anymore. So I expect them probably win big in that one.
Yeah.
Uh,
No fear from that team. I
Alma
don't think.
Bryant is headed to Central Nail this week. Good week for
Mm.
Central Nail to bounce back.
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
think Central goes down at all this game. I think they only get better. I think they find a way to get better and you know, have some highlights in this game, and I think they at least win by one.
oh yeah. Last but not least, Jeff, the granddaddy of them all, Central of Phoenix City hosting IMG.
We've had a problem. I got IM. Well, hold on. Not so fast, my
IMG
friend. Lee
coming off
Corso.
a
Hey,
57-7
not
win.
so fast, my friend. It's going to scare everybody. So, Coach Patrick Nix and the crew are going to find a way to bring it home. I got Central Phoenix City.
Yeah, Central
Represent.
Phoenix City scoreboard been talking all year.
That's been
So yeah,
talking,
they
so
come
I can't
prepared for
help
this.
but believe.
They scored
They
53
beat
last week,
Thompson,
56 the
Trent
week before.
Seaborn's ninth grade year 2 years ago, y'all. He beat him as an eighth grader in last year, but Central Phoenix City won 2 years ago.
But Jeff, we're gonna take a quick commercial, and when we
Hey, we're
come
gonna go
back,
back and do the North teams after that. The ones we
I'm gonna go back
missed.
and find who you said Hamilton.
Yeah, whatever that region is.
Oh, Hamilton playing Sullivan. I
Yeah.
skipped over that game.
All right. Well, I'll pick Hamilton for just family ties. So what about Curry and Jasper?
Jasper undefeated. They
Yeah,
playing
we'll go with
good.
them.
Yeah,
Curry
Jasper.
Curry
They 5
Curry
and 0.
probably ain't gonna win, but I'll pick them.
Yeah, they 0-5. That's who
Hey,
they play.
I've always wanted to go up there and change the culture.
Y'all, let's jump back on one of
Yeah.
Jeff
Yeah.
commercials. This one we gonna
All
roll
right.
with. Let's roll with this one. I like this one.
Isn't it curious that the moment you begin to grow, the people around you begin to vanish? That when you were reckless, lost in the noise of indulgence, you were never alone. But now, as you strive for something more, silence, you see human beings cling to familiarity, not because it is good, not because it is right, but simply because it is known. And when you begin to change, when you step beyond the version of yourself they once knew, it unsettles them. Most friendships are not built on deep connection, but on shared habits. If you drink, they drink. If you complain, they complain. If you fear, they fear. Misery, after all, loves company. But the moment you no longer entertain the drama, the gossip, the self-destruction, the crowd thins. Not because they dislike you, but because they do not know you anymore. And truthfully, they do not wish to. So what will it be? To stay the same, surrounded but stagnant, or to walk alone for a time and discover the rare few who resonate with your highest self? Because the irony is, the loneliest path is often the only one that leads to true belonging.
There
Man,
it is.
lonely at the top, man. Sometimes it's just gonna be you and the good Lord. So put in that work, man. It's worth it. Make the right decisions. Take care
We
of your
just
body.
slowing it down on the Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, some of y'all, it should be almost the adults. Kids go back, watch it or something. Get your rest tonight. Do what you do to prepare your body for tomorrow and your schedule. Get your nighttime recovery, whatever you do for nighttime recovery, do that also every night. So hopefully you're doing that if you're taking this serious as a real student athlete that's hopefully looking to play at the next level. Hopefully you compete like that. And you got a dream of that. If not, hopefully you're just doing it to be the best for your high school team and community. You should be doing that too. Um, Whatever the leaders on the team, expect and the coaches, you should be giving 110%. Because one day, a lot of the, there's only a low percentage of people that's going to keep moving on and playing to higher levels. You can say, I played with that guy. We won state or whatever. But, I'd rather be crying than knowing it was the last time I was going to put on some cleats, winning a blue map or a red one or something, and, leaving the locker room at Protective Life Stadium or whatever than I would, not even going to the playoffs. But even then, there's only so many games left. Some people's only got 5 games left. Some seniors aren't ever going to play football again. So time's running out, man.
Oh yeah.
Make you some more memories, some more moments, man. Because for some of y'all, this is going to be it, man. You're going to move on with your life, and hopefully you're going to want to, get a good education, get a good job, or get a good trade, whatever. Be a good family guy, and have you a family one day, and maybe try it again. Getting your kids involved with, flag football, whatever, real football, and hopefully they love the sport and become a fan for life.
Tell you, man, it's an outstanding time to be here. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, man, super fun. Football's always been great in our city, and known for baseball and had some basketball come out of here. But I mean, everybody knows Mobile's got great athletes. We're making people jealous right now with the football, y'all. Statewide too. I mean, just everybody, we're on the map. I know Alabama just ain't Alabama and Auburn. It's high school. They got good high school players that they recruit, to their state schools as well. and to other SEC and other talented programs, whether that be D2, JUCO, wherever.
Oh yeah, man. Tell you, great time to be here, y'all. We slowing it down here on the Sunday. You see Coach Ford digging in the dirt over there, drawing up plays in the dirt.
Oh yeah, we were
Then
learning how to get the most out of that line for that 40-yard dash. I'll tell you somebody that does a real good job of it, running their 40, their technique and their start stance. So Aiden Schamberger over there at Spanish Fort.
oh yeah,
Got to tip my cap to him. I teach that basically almost the same way he's been taught. Of course, I used to work with a guy that works with him. So, but I'm just mentioning another kid that we've mentioned several times. Spanish Fort. Hey, we might have made another pick this week. Prove us wrong. I want to see you guys, get on a little winning streak here now. Upset some teams, something. Find a way to fight back. Maybe make that 3 or 4 seed. Come on, you can do it, but you got to do it now.
tell
A
you,
lot of teams,
can't
a lot
wait.
of teams, a lot of teams can't lose. Not a single more game. You got to win out. You got to win out and hope some stuff happens. That's all you can do. One game at a time and win out.
Oh yeah.
It can be done though, man. I mean, what a great story. We could be talking about y'all as the, turnaround team of the season or something, and so go out there and maybe make history. A couple of you teams, it can be done.
I'm telling you, man, it's some teams that need this little break. I know Vargas Saraland
Yeah,
does. Uh,
yeah. I forgot about that earlier that they had the bye this week. Both of them too. That was kind of strange, but awesome for them. I'm sure they're only going to get better in their preparation this week of just what they're doing, film wise, weight room, recovery wise, all kind of stuff.
oh yeah, tell you, man, this is a great time, man. I'm sitting here looking at the kids that's being submitted, man. Man, we got some
I'm
great
excited to
kids.
find some of these, who's going to be next, like type deal. When we find the Jamison Roberts, the Kobe Weavers, the Kendrick Abels, the J.J. Bushes, all those type of kids. I'm I'm excited, man. I know there's a lot of talent coming up from the parks and some of these schools that have feeder programs they're already at, and just yeah, we ain't going nowhere with football, y'all. Football,
Tell you,
you want to go watch some football, you can go watch a good football game like Coach. You can go over to Peters Park and see a good game.
I'll tell
There'll be
you ain't
kids one
seen
day where you
nothing
go,
yet.
I saw that little boy when he was a kid. We knew he was going to be something. Woo!
Tell
I mean, it was the same, and just like Roberts and Kobe earlier, Jameson and Kobe, both of them, everybody since they were little, you saw the flashes of greatness a lot of these kids have, and so they've just stuck with it, and had good work ethic and good day-to-day preparation. I mean, a lot of kids just don't stick with it enough on the day-to-day. They just kind of
That's the biggest thing that I see.
like a
Uh,
pendulum swing, you know what I mean, instead of a steady, flow.
they don't get it, man. A lot of people just really don't get it. It ain't nothing against them. They just don't know what they really could do um with this sports stuff. And y'all Jeff was talking about it earlier. Uh to get yourself out of the category of being a to becoming an elite player, you have to do what they do. Uh Sadarian Morgan went in on the last play of the game on defense in the Spain Park game and goes and creates the turnover to win the game. And everybody wonder why he the number one wide receiver in the country. The kid is one of the top football players in the whole entire country. We just been afforded the right for him being here in the state of Alabama. And we got to do a better job of being together when it comes to the state. We try to do the Civil War, North versus South. No, we need to end that. Because now, y'all, we're talking state of Alabama football from now on. The Super 100 consists of the top 100 players in the entire state. And y'all, it ain't nothing wrong with not making a Super 100. But if you're a good player, you should be somewhere on that dog pound. Because those represent the top 200 kids in the state of Alabama. The dog pound and the Super 100, y'all, will represent the top 200 kids in the entire state of Alabama. You should want to be somewhere on that. Westbrook Christian sent a slew of kids, and y'all had a chance to watch them in that Piedmont game, and man, them kids performed. Blake Edens, the Elkins, the quarterback, Jeff. Oh man, you want to see him? Man, look, they ran a student by the right, and boy, he went to the right and cut back, and boy, he was in the end zone. So I'm telling you, man, we got some great players in the entire state of Alabama. And my thing, if you want to improve on your status, that's why we're doing the showcases. 3rd grade through 8th grade, November the 22nd, Cottage Hill Christian. That's tentatively set. If it's not at Cottage Hill Christian, we know we going back to Old Faithful. And everybody know what that is. Jameson Robert was talking about the time he fell on a rollout up there. So my thing, man, we're going. And basketball wise, y'all get ready for some trainings on Saturdays. Coming soon up Highway 43. Well, we're gonna go in there and watch the kids from the country come in there and work out and get better. So I'm telling you, Jeff, just a great time to be here. Great time. See,
Oh yeah.
see, man, we're gonna take another commercial. I'm telling you, we really slowing it down, man. We taking commercials. Tom Brady gonna talk to y'all in a minute.
And you better learn to overcome the things that don't go your way. Because a lot of times the things that don't go in your way, if you look at them as a blessing and you learn from it and you get more determined for it and more resilient, then it will be a blessing. And that will carry you a lot further in life than something that's given to you.
I'm gonna quit the rap. I'm going through financial crisis. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I feel like God put me through that. You know what I'm saying, bro? I lost everything I had, bro. I'm just loaded. I lost it all, bro. And nigga, in about a month or two, nigga, I got it all back. I got way more than what I had. I had a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? And God kind of like, I feel like God showed me, you know what I'm saying, and put me through that to just understand, you know what I'm saying? I always stay humble, appreciative, grateful, you know what I'm saying? And like, I appreciate even God putting me through that, you know what I'm saying? Because it like I say, it taught me so much. It taught me so much.
Even when you down, you still got to be up. You still got to be the same person you are when them losses are coming in. Don't change who you are, bro. Learn from it, but keep going. Stay confident, stay lit, stay turned. That's how you're supposed to be. Yes.
And I appreciate the bad times, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, how could you cherish the good times without the bad times?
That is, Jeff.
Yeah, man, and
Slow it down Sunday.
I'm wearing my red. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm wearing a red Jordan hat right now. That's like a Bear Bryant style. You know what I mean? Like a trucker style snapback. And I don't really have a whole lot of Saraland stuff, even though I live around there and I got a
I
kid
got you a
playing on one of the
Fairland hat
teams.
on here if you
Oh,
want.
okay. Well, anyway, I wear it, man. My clutch Jordan guy, I've always believed in, old Jameson Roberts, man. So I just kind of wear it for when I go to the games for him and Cy, man, and some of those kids at Saraland. They're pretty Jordan clutch to me. So that's my red. I need to get me some Saraland stuff, but I wear my red Icons shirt a lot of the times to the games.
Don't worry about it. We got to get you the new shirt. The new
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man,
That's
we
why
got
I
to get you the
called you.
new
I
football
wanted a new
365.
shirt, man, so I could start wearing those things. That's how I support Saraland. I mean, especially when they're playing another team. I'm wearing my red, but I try to wear something Icons My red t-shirts when I go, so I'm also repping the brand, you know.
Oh yeah,
But I
and
need a
and for
yeah, I need a
everybody that's out there,
Under Armour Saraland stuff. I need some stuff like that. Yeah, something Saraland.
I got you a Saraland jacket over here.
Oh
Hold
my
on, right
gosh! Well, thanks, Coach. I mean, what can I say
quick.
to that? I ain't gonna say no to that, man.
I'm gonna tell you.
That's awesome.
I want y'all to make sure that y'all following Icon Sports Southeast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Because man, these are moments that we're gonna be capturing that y'all can always remember. You're gonna be able to go back on YouTube and see the interviews with Jameson Robert, Kobe Weaver, Cam Pritchard, uh, Juice Johnson, Demetrius Johnson from over at Viga, Shamar Tootle, and Kendrick Abel. Uh, I'm telling you, man, y'all. We are building moments, and y'all. I saw the question. The people tried to slide into James. We're not gonna let Jameson answer no question like that. Y'all, we don't play by the kids. Now you can ask us a crazy question, and we gonna give you a good answer. But don't do that to the kids. We don't play about the kids. Whenever we get the kids on the show, our demeanor changes when we get the kids on the show. So if y'all we can go into professional mode for the sake of the kids, we definitely need the people in the comments to go in professional mode as well. And, but I'm telling you, man, it's good having them kids on here, man. And Jeff, you never did get a chance to break down the video of either one of the kids. You are ready to break them down?
And you better learn
Yeah,
to over.
let's do it. It's cool.
I'm gonna put Kobe Weavers on here first on this slant route that he caught on Vibe.
Look at it one more time. Give it to us one more time, Coach.
I'm going back to
Yeah, he stayed under the defender really good. He stayed flat, caught the ball out in front with his hands. It was like backyard football, just give and go. He decided to get north as soon as possible and show his speed and outrun the defenders. And, kind of like old Pop said, Pop earlier. And instead of getting to the pylon there, just, kind of playing center field safety right there, and not, really not a whole lot you can do unless you put more air under it to the back to get a jump ball situation. So kind of a dangerous throw to try to thread that needle on Kobe there. And then, he kind of was waiting there and he read the eyes of the quarterback. And for him, it was just the old DB drill of just, you see the quarterback open up or, where he's throwing the ball and you try to jump that route as a safety and, you know, go. It's just pick six after that. Oh, bingo.
hey, man. Yeah, boy, it's a great time to be here.
Yeah.
Let's flip on over to Jameson Roberts video real quick.
Yeah.
On this run right here.
Yeah, it looked like a little just shotgun QB load type of play right there. And he just read it like his old running back days and started to go to the boundary and then cut back across the grain. And look at the ball placement there. Dropped it down the well, that back shoulder area. Put it right there up the seam where only his man could get it. Nice sprint out depth. Good throw off the back foot, sprinting forward, shooting right through the face mask of his receiver. And then there, just a burst getting north with a little cut back there, keeping those shoulder pads low. Good vision. Good play fake on like a little RPO there, and about as good a velocity as you can to hit your receiver in stride right up the seam there, getting north. It don't get much better than that, everybody. That's pitch and catch. That's a give and go backyard football. Dude looks like somebody's dad out there just playing all-time quarterback with the kids, you know. So just, uh, man, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I wouldn't say much, you know. It's like one of the things right now. You don't say much except just trying to rep things, and maybe when you see something they did, you know, with a foot or a base or something or a shoulder on a bad throw, when you and the coach get back. But you know that's Coach Kelly's job. So uh, keep up the great work, young man.
Telling you, man. And y'all, I'm gonna go back to the Williamson game real quick since we getting ready to shut it down for the night. Talk a little bit about this run, Ellis McGaskin, and then on the very next play, on the screen you'll see KD catching Keith Donald Jr. catching the ball for the Lions and just gets in with a resilient effort. Y'all, I'm gonna play it now.
It's really just off tackle each stretch, but with like a counter pull there. And I mean, man, the kid just takes a perfect V to the pylon right there. That's about as good as you can draw it up. I mean, the angle he took. So uh,
You go Keith Donald
Keith right
with the little
there doing a
screen.
great job, being brave right there on that screen, getting in that little tube alley right there where he can get north as soon as possible, not just sticking close to the sideline. That's about as good as you're gonna get on that screen.
And I know the Williamson fans kind of in disarray last year when we was talking about them. They probably thought we was mad. No, we knew the type of talent that y'all had down there at Williamson. And we're just glad that we get to see it on display now. Uh, every week, kids are getting better. Uh, coaches reaching their potential as coaches as well. I'm telling you, man, this is a great time to be a Lion down there in Maysville. It's, you don't whoop BC Ryan, your rival, and now you're taking it 1 week at a time for real now. For the rest of the season, how some people say, take it one game at a time. Now you really gonna have to take it one game at a time because you go from the hunters to being the hunted real quick. Especially with a loss to Moody this week, you're gonna have them and Varga #1 and #2 in the state. With a Moody loss this week, y'all. Guarantee Viger whoever. One of them gonna be #1 and the other one gonna be #2. And it probably gonna remain that for the rest of the season. Unless UMS Wright say something different or some of the other schools say something different. But I'm telling you, man, just a great time. Y'all, we have finally slowed it down, coach. I'm talking about, man, it's like the drive to close out the championship game
Yeah.
without trying to run the score up on the other team. We just gonna run what we run best. We're not trying to get a home run. We just gonna get enough to get the first down and keep the clock running.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, that's what we doing here on Sundays. Great interviews by the kids and the parents and the grandparents. Mr. Weaver. Wouldn't be no Kobe Weaver without Mr. Weaver.
That's right.
For real, man. How many grandparents had a knowledge that he had?
Yeah, would do
Yeah.
that for their grandson and all those other kids.
This man built a whole gym. I can't wait to get up there, Jill.
Oh
I
yeah.
can I cannot wait to get up there. If we don't do nothing but go indoors to do some agility stuff with kids in the off season, yeah, we're gonna use that.
Right.
We're gonna use that facility.
Oh yeah. We're gonna
It
go
won't
up
be
there and see
no
our boy.
excuse.
We're gonna go work out with Jacoby Snow.
Hey, it won't be no excuse for any kid on Highway 43 not to gain no exposure, especially
Right.
with a facility like that.
Yeah, we'll
right there
go
in
up
their
there and
neighborhood.
interview you. Just what your journey is right now. You could be a dream chaser.
Tell him.
You know, be in that category right now, trying to make the dog pound. You know,
I tell you, man.
that's what it's
And,
all about.
and y'all, we have strategically done it the right way. It's levels. The dream chasers first, the people that really trying to get there. And then now you see your progress, you move up to the dog pound. And then after you see your progress, now you just one of the top players in the state. That's the way it should be. Some people want to go all the way to Super 100. No, you're not in dog pound yet. You're not in dog pound yet. So, yeah, man, don't do us like that. Don't dummy us down to the point where you thinking that, oh, yeah, I should be top 100. No. We have no control over the top 100. That is national. The top 100 is based off of the national. Once you make it to the national ratings, and some of those guys gonna be dog pound. Just because you make it to the national ratings, you might not be doing nothing to be up there with the Super 100. And y'all remember, 100 is a number, so it's only gonna be 100 kids in the Super 100, not 102, not 103, not 101. It's gonna be 100 kids. And y'all, we have way over 100 kids that's ranked nationally in the state of Alabama. So if anything, it's very few spots on the dog pound. There's left. Tell him. Yeah, man. Jeff, you got anything else? I'm gonna let the coach talk real quick, and then we're gonna close it out after the coach talk. Man.
Coach Saban used to tell us that more people die on the way down from Mount Everest than on the way up, and you can't relax. You can't relax. You have to be just as prepared, every single week. And there is no crescendo or top. I mean, look, our goals when we started the season were not to win Game 3 of the season. They weren't to win Game 4 of the season. They weren't to win Game 8 or 12. Our goals are a lot bigger than that. Our expectations internally are a lot bigger than that. As long as we keep our heads on the right place and stay focused, I think the other things will take care of themselves.
That is, Jeff. More people die on the way down than going up.
I learned that from Nick Saban. He's part of the Nick Saban coaching tree. Man, I tell you what, a lot of people like their quarterback and their team, their program. Hey, man, you get a degree from Georgia Tech, and they have a lot of guys that went and played in the pros.
Well, Isaac McNeil just picked up an offer. Isaac McNeil
Yeah,
from Vikings just picked
exactly.
up an
That's what I'm
offer.
saying. Yeah, so it can be done, y'all. Georgia Tech, great program, man.
I'm telling you, another Super 100 kid, Isaac McNeil, over at Vikings. Boy, Vikings got his share of top players over there.
Yes, sir.
And y'all Vikings got some players that gonna be on the dog pound. Same way as Williams. Everybody can't be Super 100, y'all. Everybody can't be Super 100.
Yeah, you kind of got to be right now on that national level.
Yeah, man.
Right now,
Everybody
not
can't.
next year's list and all. Like you may make it next year, and you need to keep proving yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like don't let up. So
Sammy
I
Dunn
know.
picked up an offer from Tennessee State today.
Okay then.
So
Like let's just say Williamson, man, they got a lot of talent over there. Let's just say they have a few kids that just don't quite make the top 100. Don't if you still got more eligibility for the next year or two, there's your chance. Let's try to have a monster rest of the year.
I can tell you that Williams is gonna have about 9 or 10 players to make either dog pound or 100.
Yeah,
Boy, they
I'm sure
loaded
they'll
you.
still have a top
Oh my
100
God.
player. So.
Williamson and Thompson, boy, look at here. They damn near identical twins. Williamson and Thompson. I'm letting y'all know before it even happened. How those kids? Williamson and Thompson. if boy, you talk about a team, and please don't add Sherland and Viger
Man, you talk about a super team the state of Alabama can have. Just with the kids they got on the Super 100 on Thompson, the Super 100 at Wilson, the Super 100 at Viking, and the Super 100 at Salem. Come on. Talking about a team. IMG won't stand a chance. Telling you,
we could build one. Yeah.
Don't worry about it, Jeff. We're
Super
gonna get
team.
the Icon Sport. You're gonna be Icon Sport Southeast Academy.
Okay.
The IMG Academy, ISS Academy. Well,
There
we
you
whoop
go.
everybody ass out there.
Yeah, we can't be like Bishop Sycamore now.
No, we ain't gonna be like Bishop Sycamore. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you know I'm joking. I just had to throw that out there.
I'm telling you, boy, I'm gonna slow it back down,
We gonna
y'all.
be like a Hargrave of
Hey,
high
hey,
school.
y'all, I'm sorry I came off too hard. Just slow it down Sunday. I thought it was let it all out Monday. Actually, it's an hour away, 52 minutes. I can tell, boy, I started to turn like David Banner. to the Incredible Hulk, real quick.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's getting crunk, huh?
tell you, I'm about to get loose. Tell
A
you.
play like this will make you want to get loose, Coach. That was one of our base plays right there, brother. You gonna have to just stop that. You gonna see that from me and Coach. I promise you. I'm talking about taking a slant on Viger. That's like legendary, man.
Yeah, great players make great plays, man. Here go another one. God, dog, boy. Jeff, I need this for the intro.
Oh yeah.
Telling you, them 3 plays alone get you on the intro. God, dog. I'm going back get that clip, Jeff. I'm going back and get that clip. Yeah, the super 11. Oh, there go a video for the Super 11 right there.
Oh, we're gonna have the Super 11. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that'll be the commercial leading up into the till we announce it next week. We're gonna announce it next week.
All right.
Probably let it all out Monday. We'll let it out. We'll let it out on next Monday.
All right.
Well, I don't know, but we slow it down on Sunday. We just won't do no games, so we'll just let the Super 100 out next Sunday. Next Sunday, after the Player of the Week interview. So make sure y'all sharing this live, sharing Icon Sports Southeast. Make sure everybody like and follow Icon Sports Southeast. For the latest, y'all, this thing about to get crazy in the next couple of weeks. And y'all, I'm telling you, Jeff, man, it's almost like a schedule of events that we got coming up. Tomorrow on Let It All Out Monday, y'all, we will be unveiling the link for the Dream Chasers showcase. And then, Jeff, man, we got to look at the dates in December. Because I don't want you remember how we did it last time? Oh, man, we got state championship game. No, we're going to do it whenever that state championship games are over.
Yeah, like the next weekend or something.
Might do it that weekend. Shit, some of them kids who they ain't gonna be doing that. Ain't too many teams gonna make it. We know 6A play on Friday night. Everybody else gonna play in the daytime on Friday or in the nighttime the night before.
That's when you have it on a Sunday, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put that one on Sunday. Yeah, that'll be our Sunday
We might
classic.
have to be the Sunday under the lights.
Yeah.
We know we can get it at Skidmore if we need it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that one definitely. Or be at one of the high school stadiums. I'm telling you, by the end, y'all will know
Be
who the
cool
top
to
8
do it at
players.
Blunt if we could, man. It'd be cool to do it at Blunt.
Let's go 2 weeks. Let's go 2 weeks after that one. Let me go look at the calendar. Cause you know the folks gonna start their little 7-on-7 tryouts and all that too.
Oh yeah.
It'll be the thing every day of the year.
Every year.
2 weeks after that will be the 7th. 2 weeks after the 22nd will be the 7th. 22nd on a Saturday. We might have to do the 23rd, Jeff, on that Sunday.
Dang, 2 days before Christmas, huh?
Oh, not December.
Oh, November.
November. I'm talking about for the third grade one.
Oh yeah.
Because you know they'll be out of school on that Friday.
Yeah.
And then in December the 7th or the 6th. One of those two, the 6th or the 7th. We'll decide if we do it on a Saturday or Sunday. Oh, I'll be in basketball, so it definitely be the 7th. December the 7th. And we'll do that one. That is, y'all. Y'all got the dates. If you're on the show, you got the dates. The links will go live on those days. So that one won't go live. The December one won't go live to October the 7th. And the one for November will go live tomorrow for the 3rd through the 7th grade. 3rd through 8th grade. We're going to let 8th graders come to that one. We just split them down the middle, Jeff. Put 3rd through 5th grade together and 6th through 8th. Yeah. A lot of people nominating their kids. Make sure y'all kids at the events because
Yeah.
that definitely helps.
We ain't ever seen them in front of us, you know what I mean? And you're like, hey man, how about you throw them on there? It's like, I don't know.
Okay. Everything shall be done in decency and in order, y'all. We are not gonna allow people to jump out of order to gain exposure here on this platform. You might do it anywhere else. And some people might try to start their own, but this one is proven. This is a proven platform
Yeah,
that produce top talent.
this is the
This ain't
original
this ain't
OG.
this ain't no. Let me try this little showcase. This is not a little showcase anymore.
Well, I hope people understand that the show is really for the showcase.
Yeah.
This is an exposure show for the athletes. If you didn't notice tonight, that's what it's really always been. We say coaching matters, but it's very rare that we're worried about the coach. We're more worried about trying to get you as much exposure in today's, age of
Yeah,
the recruiting
exactly.
process of what this is. It is very competitive. It's just like trying to get a job. You almost need to hire you a hiring firm and have an
Tell you.
agent. You know.
And y'all, you gonna feel like you on a job. This the thing that a lot of parents don't understand about this stuff. It's a 7-day a week, 365-day program. You just have to facilitate the program to fit you. Now, if you take more time off, then you're not gonna get nothing out of it. The football guys gonna always win. So if you taking more breaks or you trying to cheat on it with another sport, then guess what's gonna happen? The football guards gonna take over. Even Jameson Roberts said when he threw for Troy, he said everything came together. But it came from him putting in the amount of work. So if he was in another sport, he still could walk back in there just like he riding a bicycle. And that's the part that everybody don't understand, Jeff. Everybody want the recognition that Jameson and Kobe and Cam Pritchard and Juice Johnson. But see, this the thing about Juice Johnson. Juice Johnson is a showcase kid. He a showcase kid, y'all. Can't nobody tell us how good Juice Johnson is. Nobody from Rivals, nobody from 247, Nobody from on three. A college coach can't tell us how good Juice Johnson is. Now they can ask us how good he is, but they can't tell us how good he is. That's the difference when you come to the showcase. Now we can tell the people how good you are. You know, everybody talking about, oh, Leatherwood, how they blunt this. Leatherwood came to the showcase and showed that his size and length is a major difference. So there's no reason, can't nobody
Yeah.
tell us how good Leatherwood is, but they
Been
can
a
ask
Jalen
us.
Ram. He's been a Jalen Ramsey for a long time at the camp.
Exactly. They can ask us. Gage Davis over in Florida. You can ask us about Gage Davis. You can ask us about Shamar Tootle. You can't tell us nothing about him. These kids come to the proving grounds to prove themselves in front of people who know football, who will put their name on the line for the kids. Y'all, a lot of these people, they just start mess and all this other stuff. They're good at doing it. That's all they're good at. They ain't good at putting in a word for nobody. A lot of these people can't even go 6 days without smoking dope or 7 days without drinking. They can't do it. So why would a college coach trust them with their livelihood to invest in a kid that they submitted? No. You can't have inconsistencies in this world. This is why you got a coach Ford on here that won 11 championships. You got a coach Thorne that's on here that won 9 championships. That takes a level of discipline that nobody can imagine. Y'all, me and Jeff probably go to sleep at 11 o'clock and be right back up at 5, ready to go again the next day because we had that championship drive. We ain't sit over there, oh man, I don't feel like getting up today. It was a level of adrenaline that would hit us early in the morning where we didn't even need coffee. That's when you're a championship level coach.
Oh yeah, I used to stay up or get up and watch film
Come
for
on,
my
man. We'd
kids.
be the
Just
last one to leave the school and be the first one back the next day.
hey, when we'd win the championship, we'd sit there
Come
and
on.
watch the film right after and eat more
Right
Little
after the
Caesars pizza.
game,
You know what I mean?
fussing at people. Still fussing at people who made mistakes.
Yeah. Yep. And then bragging on how beautiful the ones, almost like that run right there and the blocking and everything, slowing it down, showing them like, yep, that's exactly how you draw it up right there. A good hat placement. Dude, I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't have that in your playbook, everybody should do it after the
Hold on,
night.
Jeff. Look at McGaskin's range of motion on this. Watch this. Shout out like a pistol.
I love that counter step he took. Yeah, he has explosive bursts to score, man. When he runs the football, he ain't trying to just get first down.
Watch
Same with
Kobe.
Kobe.
Same burst.
Same
Same
burst.
burst. Jeff,
Yeah,
what can I
good.
do? You can't do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to work on your stride length and stride velocity,
Watch
but
this,
I
y'all.
mean,
Cut back. Same burst. Here it comes.
yeah, they have separation bursts. They're all running to score. They're not just running to get a first down.
Coach, no, you better go get on the high ropes. If you want to ever run like any of those guys, oh man, you gotta be light on your feet to accomplish that mission. And a lot of y'all so flat footed that boy, your heels be doggone ashy. You be on your heels so much, your heels will get ashy. But you know, it is what it is, Jeff. That's why we here. That's why we here, because we're gonna slow it down on Sundays from now on and give y'all analogies that you need. We ain't gonna play. You better apologize. We ain't playing none of that on a Sunday. We ain't playing no taps on a Sunday. The only thing we playing is Sarah and Band taking us out of here, talking about it out of side of your neck. You what? You who? You what? We gonna slow down, talking outside of your neck, just like Saraland is on a Sunday. The slow version of talking outside of your neck. Telling you. Jeff, what else you got, man? Tell you, boy, you hate to get off this show. Telling you. Especially when we walking through like this, damn near walk through.
Yep,
Telling you.
you're right, man. Dang near walkthrough. Oh man, I mean, there ain't much you can say after this. I mean, we've about went through, every team we could. Um, had great interviews with some great players, great families. You know, so uh, just a great night, man. Another great night in the state. We statewide show now, y'all. So get used to it. You're gonna have to start learning about some of these other teams. Some of y'all, but as the parents, you might want to start looking into some of these teams. Maybe you find something for your kid down the road that you saw early on. Next thing you know, y'all see them in the playoffs, and you're like, hey, this guy you're gonna be playing against. I noticed something. Maybe your coach is gonna bring this up this week, but we're already gonna hit it up after Friday night's game going into next week. On the way home or something. Next morning breakfast. You
Y'all, it's
already
a non-region week here. All non-region games this week. The games that's being played. Uh, still a week to get better. Great week to get film. Uh, Williamson, don't take it easy on Murphy. You're not gonna help yourself if you take it easy. If you got a racing car, Jeff, what you got to do? You got to race. I can't take a racing car, put it on the interstate, and have a speed limit. But that's a perfect analogy right there. If I got a racing car, I'm going on the raceway. Take me to Atmore. Take me out to Irvington. Hey, matter of fact, you don't see a race car driving down the street. A race car coming on a trailer. Somebody pulling the race car there. Tell him. But yeah, man. Jeff, man, we slowed it down. First show ever, y'all. This is the first Slow It Down Sunday show ever.
some people were they were kind of thrown off by that, but and with the title and all. But I mean, sometimes like we said, you got to slow the game down. You got to slow the game down. You've got this game. You got to run out the clock. There's no
Jeff, the
need to.
people don't know us. Matter of fact, y'all, I'm gonna play this, and then me and Jeff gonna give our benediction or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna play this one more time before we get off this show, because Saraland Band gonna always end our shows on Sunday.
Okay,
I'm gonna play this one more time. Here we go.
Isn't it curious that the moment you begin to grow, the people around you begin to vanish? That when you were reckless, lost in the noise of indulgence, you were never alone. But now, as you strive for something more, silence, you see human beings cling to familiarity, not because it is good, not because it is right, but simply because it is known. And when you begin to change, when you step beyond the version of yourself they once knew, it unsettles them. Most friendships are not built on deep connection, but on shared habits. If you drink, they drink. If you complain, they complain. If you fear, they fear. Misery, after all, loves company. But the moment you no longer entertain the drama, the gossip, the self-destruction, the crowd thins. Not because they dislike you, but because they do not know you anymore. And truthfully, they do not wish to. So what will it be? To stay the same, surrounded but stagnant, or to walk alone for a time and discover the rare few who resonate with your highest self? Because the irony is, the loneliest path is often the only one that leads to true belonging.
There it is, Jeff.
yes, sir.
There it is, y'all. When you stop entertaining the foolishness, they just go on about their business. Telling you, man. Somebody need to hear that tonight. I know I needed to. Tell you, man, Jill, man, you brought some very key points, y'all. Slow it down Monday was a success. First one ever. Great kids, great coaches, great parents, great grandparents.
Sunday, right,
Just a
Coach?
whole great environment.
Yeah.
Change is good, y'all. Y'all just saw it. This is change right before your eyes. This the inaugural Slow It Down Sunday show. So y'all, we can change the name of a show. That means you can change too. I can change. Stop all that complaining. Man, what I
Yep.
got to do? Find out on your own.
Yep. Get on your grind. Stop complaining. Get on your grind.
And just like I say, man, we gained a whole lot tonight. We gained a facility tonight by slowing it down, Jim,
Mm-hmm.
by recognizing people, acknowledging people, and allowing them to speak about their views on the way to do this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Jameson,
Players.
Jameson probably shocked himself tonight. He probably didn't think he was gonna do well. He ended up doing magnificent.
Oh
Kobe
yeah.
probably shocked himself.
Yeah, they got a lot, and then we got we had parents and grandparents involved in the process, so you can't beat that.
And one thing I learned about when grandparents speak, everybody listen.
Mm-hmm. Football family.
DAWG
But
Pound Showcase, December the 7th. That's the Sunday, Jeff.
okay.
Y'all get ready. Cause man, we gonna be definitely ready for it. I'm trying to see. I might give out a couple DAWG Pound rings at the Dream Chaser Showcase. That's the one on November the 22nd. You want to do the Saturday or the Sunday, Jeff?
Oh man, it don't matter. Whatever you think's better.
We're gonna do it on Saturday.
All right.
Dream Chasers. I'm sitting up here putting it on my calendar. Everything shall be done in decency and in order, Jeff. We sit here planning with the people because the people are the ones who come.
Mm-hmm.
Cottage Hill Christian for that one. And it looked like we're going back to Skidmore or Blunt for the next one.
Okay.
Probably Blunt.
Like that.
I like Blunt.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
like
big.
Blunt.
Those kids get a chance to play in that big stadium under the lights or something, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great at the last one.
Unless somebody got a better deal than Blunt. That's all I can say. You know.
You got
And
to
if
show
any
me.
confusion comes up, Jeff, if any confusion comes up with any site, we're going back to the more, to the
That's
Skidmore.
right.
We have no problem. So I wouldn't mind using Kid Park
Yeah.
down there in the bowl. Make
Yeah.
sure they got I wouldn't mind. That'll be closer to the over in Africa Town. That'll be close to the people in Baldwin County.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then push up, y'all will come do one in Baldwin. Push come to shove.
Let some kids see what it's like to come at Kid Park. Just feel that.
Oh, dang. Y'all, we gonna see. It's just a planning stage, y'all. Y'all just sign the kids up and be ready. And don't here go the thing, man. stop signing up at the last minute. Unless you're gonna be like Brenton Burrell. Brenton Burrell was the last kid in, and boy, he showed out. Quarterback from Saraland Middle. Say, unless you're a Brenton Burrell. And his mom had just found out on the Sunday. And y'all stop hiding. Oh, stop hiding the showcase from other people. You know? Just because they don't come don't mean they're not better than you. So you might well let them come so you can see what you need to work on. You know? But yeah, man, we finna ease on out here, y'all. I know y'all said that 20 minutes ago. Yeah, Jeff. Anything else you got, Jeff?
That's it, Coach, man. I think it's just been a great night, in our state, and it's going to keep getting better and better. I can't wait for this week's games. Cannot wait. I know some teams are off, but still can't wait for this week's games.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, we'll talk a little bit more tomorrow. We'll do big predictions on tomorrow. Y'all do good. I am KT Thornton.
Jeff Ford.
Y'all, we are out of here. Peace. And y'all listen to the Saraland Band on the way out.
This is the